Welcome to the Show Don't Tell ceremony. This is what I would like to say, but as you can see from the title here, we don't know what this is. It's three dots. Well, I can basically guess what that means because the Show Don't Tell ceremony is a case competition ceremony which has the specific rule that the protagonist cannot speak. It will be the story has to be either narrated or just everyone acts as a narrator except the protagonist. Honestly, those cases get released from this competition will be quite interesting to play. But anyway, let's get started. I've been hyped for this one, recording it the day of release. Welcome to the Show Don't Tell Case Competition Ceremony, hosted by Rise from the Ashes, glo-shroom, and clcman, or clcman, or clcman, or whatever you wanna pronounce it like. I'm just gonna say clcman. Rise from the Ashes also goes by the Mindcastle. Please enjoy the show. If you have difficulty understanding our text, please consult https morsecodetranslator.com. Okay? I will do that, perhaps. You awaken in a dark room you do not recognize. It takes you a second to realize you're conscious, but as you do, you stand up immediately. Regaining your bearings, you rack your brain, trying to remember how you got here, but you fail to recall anything with any certainty. What you do know for certain is that this is your first time ever being in this room. You did not enter this room with your free will. You start running before your brain can even process that your legs are moving. But within seconds, you run headfirst into a door. It does not have any handles, so you try pushing it open, but it is locked. Alert! Do not attempt to force the door open. Please use the keypad to unlock the door. What do you do? I feel like neither of these are gonna do anything particularly. See what happens if we pound the screen for help. You pound on the door, screaming for help. Alert! Do not attempt to force the door open. Please use the keypad to unlock the door. Kick the door in frustration. All it does is hurt your foot. Desperate, you try entering a random code into the keypad. You realize that you do not even know how many digits the door's passcode has. It seems there is nothing more you can do here for now. You decide to return to the rest of the room and find another way to escape. And the other choice, I imagine, just for completion's sake, but I imagine it'll be the same two things in different order. You realise that you do not even know how many digits the door's passcode has, desperate, you do the only other thing you can think to. You pound the door, screaming for help. Now try and force the door open. Right. So it's just like any game with choices, your choices don't really matter. Including Ace Attorney. AAO District Court. Oh, it's it's June 37th. It's just a little running joke in the case making community around this. We've extended June officially, so the Pride Month can keep lasting until the ceremony's release. So officially, this is not July 8th as it might say on your calendar, or the release date for this video. It's June 37th, and it's courtroom rule. A familiar face if you've seen the last ceremony. A familiar face if you played Ace Attorney Investigations Duology. Two familiar faces. CLC, I think the bit's over. CLC, you in there somewhere? Hey, I'm here too, you know. Oh yeah. Who are you again? Alright, we've got our first profiles here. We have glo-shroom, age 22, pronouns he/they, SDT co-host of the show Don't Tell comp, passively aware of AO and a small number of fan cases for some years, but a newcomer to case making and a mystery to the AO community. Well, that's certainly one way of describing them, because I don't hadn't heard of them before this competition. According to rumours, something of a nerd, a dork even, ranked number 4 on the FBI's most wanted list for using Tumblr. Fair enough. We have clcman, who has been in pretty much every case competition, but he is here as a co-host, an AO veteran with approximately 5,000 known case ideas, but only 3 public releases, including the recent and less basic Turnabout Part 1, and Sunny's mentor in all things procrastination, proud discoverer of and expert on the Golden Cactus Award. So if you don't know, when I was talking about how Rise from the Ashes is also going by the Mindcastle, it's because they have DID, and Sunny is one of the alters that inhabits the Mindcastle. To make that clear, but that probably become clear because it mentions it in the profile. Well, here we go. I don't even have to introduce Satan if you haven't watched my playthrough of Don't Be a Hero, which came out last week, or if you haven't played it yourself. Are you that Satan guy from the Don't Be a Hero ceremony or something? No, don't troll me like that, bro. Sorry, that's like the only AO com thing I've ever watched, so it's my only frame of reference. You played the Looking Back ceremony too, you imbecile. Fine, allow me to curb your ignorance. I am the Supreme Archon, the High Arbiter, the Chief Justice of the Court of Comp Judgment, Master of the Masters of Ceremony, High Overlord of Awards, the God of Cases. I am the decider of what is good and what is not, of what obeys the theme and what does not. I hold the fate of all competition entries in my hands, and with them, the future of AO itself. Oh geez, that's a lot of things. Indeed, I shall be merciful to you for your failure to remember, but only if you pay with your soul. No! Wait, is that you, Entropy? Enthalpy, and no! That's almost worse than Satan. Like, if you're gonna get it wrong, at least make me sound evil. Oh, okay then. Sup, Satan? Sup, broski? So, what's the plan, your bestiness? You'll find out soon, bestie. But first, I've got to take this cloak off. Someone didn't turn on the AC when he got here. Oh, whatever. Cloaks away. Behold. Hey, Glow. Whoa, sup, gal? So, we're having some profiles added here of, we'll read through them. Rise from the Ashes, Sunny, age 22, pronouns they/she, show don't tell host. Host of the Mindcastle system and the show Don't Tell comp. Creator of Fugitive from Justice, winner of the Don't Be a Hero comp, and May Your Memory Be a Blessing. Among other works, once an award-winning coattail rider who hijacked 2 case comp ceremonies, She now aims to torment the AO masters on her own merits. Has been suspected and acquitted of murder approximately 4 times. Which is quite something. Actually, the first case competition I entered was Looking Back. I think I mentioned that in the previous videos, but that was such a long case comp with so much lore packed into it. It was really fun. But yeah, it kind of became a meme in the future case comps. And then it's still going. So we've got Sunny here, and then we've got Kel. Age 16? Maybe. Pronouns he/they. Show, don't tell, host. Co-host of the Mindcastle system and host of the Show, don't tell comp. Cranked out half of the 90-page Athena Sykes Locks on the Heart synopsis in one night. The clanking pots and pans to Sunny's Sleeping Beauty. Unfortunately, also a major idiot with a basketball for a brain. Bestie, check out these sweet new sprites Sunny made for me. They're so cool, dude. How long did you... I guess she spent on them? I don't know, bro. Like 25 hours? 30? Jeez, that's a lot of time. Is that why this ceremony took long to finish? That took this long to finish? Yeah, let's go with that. Even though she finished these like 2 weeks before your last review. Did you seriously make a whole GIF for that? You're so cringe, dude. Yeah. That one's been doing the right... Yep. I was about to say I've seen that one before. Hey, I didn't make that GIF. In 1T8 did. Thanks, in 1T8. Whatever. Either way, I gotta tell you, man. I did not see that coming. I really thought you were an evil god. Oh, I am a god. You were right about that. You did know that was me, right? Did you gaslight yourself into thinking you must be wrong about something really obvious again? I blame Clcman. Look, CLC, I'm new to this, okay? I didn't ask to do the comp for a forum I've never actually browsed before my whole life. Damn. But you did accept. So let's get started. We're gonna be doing this for a while. That means do the thing, Glow. Oh yeah, right. Ahem. Welcome everyone to the Show Don't Tell award ceremony. And happy definitely still Pride Month. It's June 37th, which we totally released this ceremony by the end of June like we said we would. We definitely didn't stop working on this to play the latest released chapters of the game Delta. I feel like I'm the only one who hasn't played it at this point, but I've never played Undertale either. Even my little brother's been playing it. So, everyone's making all these references and they're being like, oh, Toby Fox actually based this character on my affair, and I'm like, oh, cool. I wish I knew who this character was, but I guess it's cool that Toby Fox is based. Hi, I'm glo-shroom, one of your hosts. I'm Cal, representing Rise from the Ashes. Sunny was around, but she's off doing some stuff, so I'm in charge. What kind of stuff is she doing? She's doing your mom! This is gonna be half of my runtime. My rendering time. All for... Oh, come on, I didn't do anything. You're right, you didn't. So, do better. I can't believe this. You're bullying me. You're bullying me because you hate me. Anyway, I don't know what Sunny's up to. She just kind of doesn't show up sometimes, you know? Sometimes she's just not up to talking or whatever. You know, brain buddy stuff. But hey, it means I'm here instead. That's not bad, right? Yeah, it's not good either. And this is our final host, Salzman. He's really embracing the comp thing. I'm not sure, dude. I didn't think he could go this long without a 90-minute tangent about Star Wars. But anyway, we gotta get this done, so let's start with our guest presenters. We invited a guest from each of these this comp's entries to show up here for some reason. I guess because I kind of made that into a trend. It was just apparently going to be something for the previous comp ceremonies, and then I put on the line saying this is going to be a thing in every comp ceremony from now on, and the community just kind of took to it. But you know, it is a really fun way of introducing the awards. So now each one's going to give us a summary of their case, and we'll give them some awards in return. That sounds pretty simple. No way that could go really wrong and end disastrously. Yeah! I'd have Salzman summon the guests, but since he's being a jerk face, I'll do it. Come hither, guest number 1. Who are you? My name is Lysistrata Valentine. Lystrata lesbian. Lizzie. Everyone calls me Lizzie. Well, that last one could be accurate. Never truly know. Lizzie Valentine. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Well, welcome, Lizzie. Tell us a bit about yourself. Me. I'm just a humble public relations officer at the Quintar Corporation. Quintar, literally everyone's favorite biomedical research company. I'm not personally very interesting, but if you insist on asking about my childhood, it started with a bang. Hang on a sec. I think what Glo meant to say was, tell us about the entry you're representing. Very well. I'm here representing Every Turnabout Talks Too Much by Cool Cat. I don't know, man. I don't think I remember that one. Quintar Corporation Public Relations Officer, beloved by everyone for insight and charisma. I can't say I've heard of Cool Cat, but you know, they sound like a cool cat, I guess. Keep an eye out for their cases. It was the first one you played. That makes sense. I have a terrible memory for cases. And just about everything else. I know. Shut up. Well, since it's been a while, I'll refresh your memory. You play as Silence, and a lawyer employed by the Quintar Corporation. Quintar, we make the world a better place. For us. Sai is so good that he can usually win cases without even speaking, just with hand motions. To start, you don't have much to do because Quintar's PR branch, run by yours truly, is so good. But no one has sued Quintar for anything. All you have to do is double check industrial soup stock purchases and Canadian ostrich farm contracts. This still isn't ringing any bell. This still isn't ringing a bell for me. But beware, all is not peaceful, even at the best place to work, according to Quintar magazine. Dangerous corporate rivals and so-called environmentalists out to ruin your place of employment. Alright, I think we get the first, a nefarious Smevel Corporation tries to poach one of your best employees. I personally thought that hiring a sentient egg to run accounting was unwise, but no one ever listens. Hey, Eggman did nothing wrong. Oh yeah, he's totally innocent. Anyway, Lizzie, I think we've heard. Then you discover that one of Quintar's janitors was actually an imposter this whole time. An imposter among us. Among us. What was this, an imposter? Then it must be you. No, you. Anyway, Lizzie, I think if you keep talking, you're going to make everyone's heads explode. Oh, it'll be fine. So now Silence has to figure out who's so good at disguise they could steal Janice's identity. Is that really hard to do? And the worst part is, once you find out, you can't tell anyone because you're a silent protagonist. It's horrible. You're sworn to silence by your own metaphysical limitations. What were all those noises just now? Great. She literally did make everyone's heads explode. Awesome. That means none of those people can be the imposter. And worst of all, the government wants your poor innocent brand to pay taxes. I'll kill you if you don't shut up. Well, that was uncalled for. No one's ever said anything like that to me in my life. They haven't? Well, at least I've never heard them say it. Anyway, that's part 1. Part 2 takes a year to come out, but adds in an awesome searching minigame as you... Move along, Lizzie. What the... That was the imposter. Sorry about that. Give Lizzie Valentine a second and she'll take an hour. Clcman, but aren't you... There's a mannequin. Oh, that's just a cardboard cutout of myself that I left here. You have a side view of it. Did you notice that it was two-dimensional? Look, I've never been an Ace Attorney sprite before. I thought they would just flat like that. Now you're just a twig. Lol. I hate you. It served its purpose anyway. Now that's settled, let's get started. We've already started. Yes, and you immediately let Lizzie Valentine went all over you. Did you not even notice that her case isn't on the entry list? You have an entry list? I meant to hand that out. List of entries. All our entries and their creators for your perusal. I was gonna say, cool cat doesn't exactly look familiar, and then I guess I was right about that. Entry 1, The Christoph Parable by DJJ6800 and MSIP26. DJ, Christoph case, it's a favourite character of theirs, but I know because the profile picture is this cool Christoph clavier, sort of, it looks like a playing card. The two halves of them. Anyway, we got the Runaway Turnabout by Mega Edgeworth 3. I didn't know Edgeworth. They gave Edgeworth a Mega Evolution, but that's cool. And this is the third one apparently. We have Turnabout Speak Louder Than Words by Sprout Trout, whose user I'm aware of, but that's about it. We have Tell Don't Show, which is it's the complete opposite basically of the Show Don't Tell name of the ceremony, which I've never really seen done before, so that's a bold move. By Guardian Dreamer, who is a case maker you should be very well familiar with if you watch other videos on my channel, particularly the Maleficarum, but also The Year of Luigi, which recently came out, and Chiara Matate, which is a follow-up. It's not a case for the story to Marius. And then we have Entry 5, Attorney is a Puzzle Game by Omroom. Another user I'm aware of, but I don't think I've played any cases that they've made. We have Special Delivery by Skyan, a user I'm familiar with. Facility 98 by Band from 7, who was one of the entrants to that I co-hosted, Contradictions in the Law. And they've entered, quite a few comps in their time, so they're a regular here. And then we have Suit Yourself, Memoirs of a Heist by Death by Auto Scroll and Rummy. I don't know Rummy, but Death by Auto Scroll is someone I've talked to quite frequently on Discord. So a good pal, I could say. there's 8 entries, and 1, 2. 2 of them have turnabout in the title. So, with a minority of turnabouts. Hey, Susan, what were you doing before you got here? You know, the reason you had a cardboard cart replacing you for like 20 whole minutes? Were you like doing super secret stuff to defeat villains threatening the comp? Sure, let's go with that. He's late, he's just late. Well, that was uncalled for. Oh, also true. Anyway, Lizzie Valentine. I was about to hire the regular behind-the-scenes ceremony staff this time around. It turns out someone spent 90% of our budget on peanut butter M&Ms. I need them to survive. So I had to rely on some unpaid intern work for help. Usually I bitch to you about the economy and fair wages and all that stuff. You hired Lizzie? That's worse than labor exploitation. Look, things were hard enough for it to be $5 in the budget. My entire recruit filtering bandwidth was focused on keeping out Evil Thien. Yep, who was recruited mistakenly in the Contradictions to the Law ceremony. She filed so many sock puppet applications under fake names. Innocent Person 69, opposite of Evil Psycha, Athea Sykes, Ikazonos. If you know, you know. I'm not giving that one away. Lizzie was the only applicant I'm certain wasn't Evil Thena. aka Lizzie, a Quintar Corporation public relations officer, said by anonymous sources to be funny and one of my best characters, but given that she only has appeared publicly half of the time, no one can confirm this. She is also serving as Salzman's intern to help run the show don't tell ceremony, but she is a bit distractible. Well, I guess it's fine, she's supposed to be here. You got any awards to hand out, Lizzie? I do, but first, some housekeeping. For the show don't tell ceremony, our judges have decided to offer a mix of special and general awards. Special awards are for the best of the best. They are given to the entry that best met their criteria, and there's only one per entry. Those will have to come later. We can't present those just yet. Now, general awards may go to one or multiple entries that broadly met their criteria. For example, the Gameplay and Gimmicks Award. Bringing back the classic logo for this one. The Gameplay and Gimmicks Award goes to cases that provide for a unique gameplay experience, with brand new mechanics, or a fresh experience with the standard Ace Attorney setup. These cases truly made us feel creative, innovative, and inspired. Well done to Guardian Dreamer, Room, and Death by Auto Scroll and Rummy. So we have general awards, which are awards for just about anything you can think of. Special awards, awards for the very best, like no one ever was. Gameplay and gimmicks. This is the first time I've seen them use numbers to indicate the entries, which I guess is why we have this list of entries, and we have the abbreviations for custom gameplay mechanics and such, or just a fresh feeling gameplay experience. And while we're here, I might as well just give out this Golden Paintbrush Award too. The Golden Paintbrush goes to entries with excellent custom graphics, and this comp's entrance truly wowed us with the quality of their entries art. So congratulations, Sprout Trout, Room, and Death by Auto Scroll and Rummy, for great custom art that was very cool and epic. You'll love to see it. No random tangents, no torturous monologues, presenting awards like a professional. What else do you have up your sleeve, Lizzie? I have this bingo card. I love bingo. And also guns, but that's not very relevant here. Thank you to Room for fulfilling my lifelong dream of hosting a game of bingo. Oh, well that wastes a lot of time. It depends on how you define waste. Do it. Bingo card added to the court record. AACD bingo card. For any AACDs playing along, green equals complete, red equals can't be completed. Note will not update automatically during the ceremony. Check to view card plus relevant info. Whoa. Square O23 case representative guesses. Well, we can come back to that later, but we won't read through too much. But the silver cactus is what to join the ceremony. Sadly, not gonna happen. I've seen a bingo card before, but I'm not gonna read through it right now. But yeah, anyway. And guess what, CLC? You being late earlier actually got us a square. I am always one step ahead. In everything but timeliness. Oh hey, we check out that someone guesses who their case representative will be. We get a bingo. Doesn't sound too hard. Yes, a chance that every single entrant guessed wrong is highly improbable. But we'll have to check just to be sure. Recorded everyone's guesses on page 2 of the bingo card. At least everyone whose cases had more than literally one viable guess option. Thanks for making this bingo card, Omru. In any case, I have to go reload some confetti cannons or something. CLC's orders. I'll be back when it's time to make some bingo announcements. I love bingo. So what do we do now? We do your mom. Kel, that wasn't funny the first time you did it. And it isn't funny now. Hey, it wasn't that bad. Also, how did you know I did it before? You weren't here yet. It's the only joke you know. You're so mean. Anyway, I should go check on Lizzie. Make sure she doesn't make anything else explode. Plus, I need to double check that Sunny's not here and just super lost or something. Kel, you really should be here for this. It's fine. Having calmed down slightly, you take a moment to examine yourself before you do anything further. Something tells you that you need to practice self-care often, or you'll become burnt out quickly. That, and you should probably make sure that your captor did not seriously injure you. You hold your hands up to your face. I was actually gonna guess this before this came up, but just before. But we can now say that these puffy sleeves only belong to one person. You feel around your face and limbs for cuts and bruises. Nothing. You aren't bleeding anywhere you can see. Perhaps they incapacitated you chemically. Pondering this, you scratch your head, and suddenly you feel a dull ache in the back of your head. There seems to be some sort of lump underneath your hand. You must have been hit with something. You walk a few steps to test your balance, holding your arms out in front of you. Your mobility seems unaffected, and you don't notice any signs of dizziness. This is unsurprising, given that you were just sprinting a minute ago, but it's good to be sure. Perhaps now you should take a look around here. We have an examine scene. You notice the back wall is actually a large screen. Looks exactly like it was made for some sort of video projector. Could this be an AV room, or perhaps a lecture hall? This does not seem very useful to your search in any case. You decide to look elsewhere. You look up at the walls, but there is nothing on them. Decide to look elsewhere. The first thing you noticed when you woke up was the desks with computers on them. They could hold information that is pertinent to your situation, or even helpful to your escape. You attempt to power one on. It lights up and boots successfully. You see a login screen with blank fields for a username and password. There's certainly no way you'll be able to guess those. In lieu of wasting your time trying, you click the Browse as a guest option on the bottom left. Perhaps the guest account has shared access to an important program you can use. You recall using tricks like these to get past the parental controls on your sister's laptop as a child. Thinking about your family like this rekindles your memory. Your little brother is waiting for you. You were supposed to go to the ceremony with him. But now you've been taken away from him. He wouldn't show it in front of your friends, but he'll be worried sick. You need to get back to him as quickly as you can. With no time to waste, you get cracking at the computer. I do want to see what's behind that wall though. So, first thing. So, hold on. Okay. Where does that lead to the computer? I don't know. So I was thinking there's something on this wall, but no, it's the same as the computers. So a little bit is slipped appear, and if you know how you make examine scenes in this game. 71. You scrounge around the floor, hoping that perhaps your captor dropped a key you can use. This is fruitless. All you find is dust that makes you sneeze. Anyway. Wow, he's fast. I guess it's just for us to have. I guess it's just us for the first guest then. It'll be fine. When have we ever been in a room together and not been productive? Every time, from what I can tell. Huh? Who's that? Right. I forgot about you. And hello to you too, Sizzleman. Hi, Enthalpy. Glad you could make it. Me too. Emailing you and asked if we could spend the whole day fighting off spam bots alone was not a lot of work. So, I assume this will probably come up, yeah. Enthalpy, age, classified pronouns, he/him, AO site admin, AO community manager, burdened with the daunting triple task of keeping the website from crashing, enforcing decorum, and forcing contributors to actually be productive. Sultan's arch nemesis, probably. Right now, we have so a web of turnabouts, which is the second case in the case series that made Dr. Von Kitty made. Athena Saxe's Tony Dark Age Saga is currently being put through, you call it a type of review, basically to get featured, right, on the site. And as it happens, there's been an Ace Attorney Online update that has changed a lot of things. So he said he's using that as an opportunity to, you know, fix anything that might mess things up with the case and judge the case. So hopefully we'll see some progress on that at some point. But yeah, Ray Shields is a sprite though. And the spam bots is yeah, there's basically if you take a look on the Ace Attorney Online forums and look at each topic, you're like, whoa, how is it having like millions to my reaction to seeing that those kind of numbers for Dark Age Saga was, you know, and then, well, obviously it's bots, but I almost thought I had to cancel on you. We appreciate your service, either way. Oh, Subby, nice to meet you. Likewise, now could you join Sulzman Prosecutor's Bench? I don't have time to climb up to the judge's seat for this. Oh, sure. It's a bit cramped, but we'll make it work. Good, we need to get moving. So, who's the guest? I think they're about to introduce themselves. See, there's no one there. Yes, there is. Look closer. I mean, you can see those 3 dots there. It clearly indicates that there's someone there not talking. Nope, still nothing. I can see them. You're an admin, you can see everything. Hello there, I am here. It's a ghost? Don't be ridiculous. Ghosts aren't invisible. I thought you said you could see this guy. Not with my eyes. With my soul. Is that a Deltarune reference? Not really. Ahem, may I introduce myself, or... in theory. Okay then. I am the narrator of the Christoph Parable by DJJ6800 and MSIP26. Yeah, if this is a Christoph Gavin version of the Stanley Parable, I will be very interested to play this one. And also, since I haven't played any of DJ's cases on my channel before, I apologize for my appearance, but I don't have any sprites at all. No sprites at all? How do you even survive? How do you interact with things? So the narrator, age a day or so, pronouns, you know, I've never asked. Representative of the Christoph Parable, a disembodied voice who narrates all that happens or will happen, or that he wants to happen. Could he be the most powerful fanfic writer of all time? Insightful questions indeed, but it would be rather discourteous for me to spend a little amount of time together explaining all of that. All you need to know is that I narrate. Good enough for me. Tell me about your case. The Christoph Parable features former attorney Christoph Gavin rotting away in jail. But suddenly, his cell door opens and he finds that the rest of the prison is empty. Which is pretty much what happens in the Stanley Parable. I haven't actually played it, but I've watched playthroughs of it. And he's just like an office worker, and he leaves his office and he sees the rest of the building is just empty. Also, everything looks like it was drawn by a completely different artist than he is used to. With the taste of freedom in the air, Christoph starts a journey to escape and become a better man. Or he would if he would ever follow any of my instructions. I've heard he's not really a rule-following sort of guy. It's not a perfectly reasonable story for Christoph to follow, but unfortunately he has free will. And the more he refuses to listen, the weirder things get. I don't know what kind of voice to do. This sounds like a problem. Ace Attorney fans notoriously hate weird things. You're right, I hate weird things. Even worse, Christoph won't open up to me. He won't tell me how he's feeling at all. In fact, I don't think he even ever says a word to me. It's like he's completely silent. You mean exactly like what the competition prompt called for? Precisely. Why would he... Oh. At least the case has theme relevance. Well, thank you for telling us about your case, narrator. In honor of Invisibility Month, we'd like to award you with this, the Silver Paintbrush. I thought it was Pride Month. Every month is Pride Month if you really think about it. Anyway, the Silver Paintbrush is like the Golden Paintbrush, but having lots of slightly less good art. Congrats to DJJ6800 and MSIP26 for receiving this prestigious award. For less good, but still cool custom art, tons of it. Next up is the Golden Cactus Appreciation Award. The award goes to entries that highlighted the coolest award of all time, the Golden Cactus. Somehow. Congratulations DJJ6800 an MSIP 26. As for your special award, the judges found that what the Christoph parable did better than any other entry was be funny. Not on every joke landed, and I'm not really the right audience for the Stanley parable in general. But collectively, we enjoyed your entry's humour the most. Congratulations on receiving the A Laugh a Minute award. Why, thank you. I'm quite flattered. And that's a special award, a first special award, for the funniest case of the bunch, keeping you on your toes at all times. For all my struggles with doing literally anything right as a narrator, I do try to be funny. But unfortunately, I believe my time is up here. I have to go find some other schmuck to psychically torment. Goodbye. Did they go? I don't actually know. How should I get going too? AO doesn't update itself. It would be really cool if it did. You should put that next on your to-do list, Anto. Totally. Well, see you. Can you get off of me now? Yeah. I'm glad that's over. I was getting smushed. You were smushed. I was backed into the wall. Yo, I'm back. What did I miss? Just the first guest. It's like I want you to be here any moment. Was your game of tag productive? Not really. I didn't find Sunny, and all Lizzie did was pull a batch of muffins out of the oven. Y'all want one? Sounds awesome, man. I don't eat food. The raw energy of unfinished cases is enough to sustain me. Well, okay. One muffin coming right up. Weird. I don't think I dropped the muffins on the way here. You'd think I would have noticed. You probably wouldn't have, actually. Then again, it is muffins, so maybe you would have. Someone steal them? Steal them? How could someone get past that security? Get in here and... Oh no. What? Did you figure out who did it? Who stole my muffins, CLC? It must have been... him. Indeed, Clcman, you are right to suspect me. The one who made your precious muffins disappear was me. Zach Grimry, the god of crime. The god of crime? Indeed, as a master of the arts of wrongdoing, I always commit any act of evil I can think to. Any crime, at any time. Even now? How could you? Crime never waits for anyone, my friend. Or should I say, my enemy? Enemy? So does that mean you were the one who... Stole your muffins, yes. You fiend. But I also came to represent the runaway turnabout by Mega Edgeworth 3. Doing so is not illegal yet, but I'm working on it. The runaway turnabout is, I guess because Zach Grimry fled the courtroom. And my account's aiding and abetting if you stretch a little. I think Mega Edgeworth wanted for a few things in a few states. Cheers! Well, that's just splendid. I'm looking forward to this even more now. May I begin? Alright, it's your guest. Tell us what the case you represent. So we have age 46, pronouns he/him, plus others that he's stolen. Representative of the runaway turnabout, a stage musician and career criminal known as the god of crime. If you can imagine it, he's committed it. If you can't imagine it, he's committed it too. I'll be over here, keeping an eye on everyone's wallets. Ha ha ha! What an amusing challenge you present, Clcman. Very well. The runaway turnabout begins with me, Zach Grumry, dramatically escaping a courtroom. Didn't you do that in canon already? Yes, but this time is even more dramatic. After I escape, my attorneys, Phoenix Wright and Christoph Gavin, discover something shocking. My incredible life of crime. These attorneys were horrified to learn that they had defended a criminal like attorneys tend to do. So, Mr. Wright gave his badge and formed the Zach Grumry Revenge Squad to pursue me. Is that what they called it? And also, why was I vanishing for a second? Originally, yes. Then I stole that name from them. You fiend. Does Mr. Gavin also give up his attorney's badge? That's actually unclear. What is clear is that they recruited 2 more members for their little revenge team. One is named Apollo Justice. He does grunt work around their office. He's frankly not very interesting, and I see no reason to pay any attention to him. The other one is my greatest victim. I don't blame them for wanting revenge after what I did to them. I wronged them so badly that they now have neither a name nor agenda. That's how thoroughly I robbed them. Fiend you. All I have left is a burning desire for revenge and a reasonable love for acquiring creatures. These will be taken from them too, in due time, leaving them with absolutely nothing. And I stole your sprite for a few seconds there too. Such is the god of crime. That's evil. That is the idea, yes. So, after all that evil backstory, what do you actually do in the case? That's a good question. Frankly, not that much. My enemies gather for a show put on by my former associate Volant. It is definitely not a trap. Then what happens? They are trapped. You fiend. And that's basically it so far. The case is pretty short right now. I stole the author's motivation to work on it, you see. At least I assume I'm responsible for that. But I'm not entirely sure. Oh well, if I'm not, I guess I'll just have to steal credit for it later. You are nothing if not consistent. Now I do happen to know that this devious plan I take credit for horribly kills a canon character, which I understand allows my case to snag one of your bingo card slots. Yep, an entry features someone dead in the canon AA timeline. I complain about the grammar, but I'm not a jerk like clcman. Labored breathing. Wait, it doesn't say kill a canon character, it says use a dead canon character. Oh, forgive me for defrauding you a little bit there, but don't be concerned, we still passed that test. Oh yeah, you're dead in canon AA, aren't you? I understand your confusion. I often forget that, ever since I illegally escaped from the prison of afterlife and stolen immortality. Seriously? You're such a fiend. Literally. Oh, nice. Looks like I'm right on cue. Few acts of evil, unapproved and unregulated by the Federation of State Medical Boards, we present to you the From Ashes Unrisen Award for filling out square N12 on our bingo card. Congratulations, Mega Edgeworth 3. I love bingo. This is a bingo card award. Square N12. From Ashes Unseen. Entry 2, the Runaway Turnabout. Square N12. An entry features someone dead from the canon AA timeline. So, yeah, this one here. It's interesting doing the adult bingo, general awards, and special awards. It's something new that maybe it will be carried into future award ceremonies, maybe it won't. That's the fun of attending these award ceremonies. Oh, is that all you were going to give me? Well, I need to take some more on my own. Well, we have this, the Hornet. The Hornet goes to entries that throw us right into action without giving us time to prepare ourselves. Just like Zach did just now by stealing it from me. Good job to Mega Edge with 3, Skyam, banned from 7, and Death Bell to scroll on revision. Such Beautiful Creatures Award goes to entries that worship the equine species, as they should. So we have Hornet for spinning into danger like a bullet train, only for suffering to happen immediately. Hornet stings, bitch. Image from Bullet Train movie promotional material. Don't try it, Zach. Boo. Congrats, Mega Edgeworth 3. The inclusion of one of nature's fruitiest species, Naquin, we have the Galarian Ponyta. Truly the greatest of all the Ponyta. And now, for this case's special award. The runaway turnabout was short, but undoubtedly the most intriguing scene of all the entries. Glow and Sunny loved it enough to point it out by name in their reviews, possibly even twice. As an expert in Five Nights at Freddy's, who knew? I could say that certainly was a resemblance. Take the Pirates Cove Award and get out of here. Another special award for the case with the best hook scene, with impeccable atmosphere and intrigue alike. No, seriously, get out, or I'm calling my unpaid security intern. Hum-da-dum-da-dum. Sorry, did you say something? A fire extinguisher. I think we know who committed the crime that we saw the victim of before, if you know what I'm getting at. What are you doing with that fire extinguisher? Oh, nothing much. Just preparing a little magic trick. Right, you're a magician. You should show me your trick, bro. I forgot that's evil, Zach. Feast your eyes on my glorious escape. What was even the point of that? He was gonna leave anyway. He's a showman, right? I guess? That makes sense? Can we move on now? The less time spent thinking about evil Zach, the better. Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's bring in the next guest. Whoa, that suit is powerful. Nope, we're not doing this again. Guest, state your name and case title. Shrugs. CLC, he has a medical thing, remember? Nods. Right. Ahem. In compliance with the Attorneys with Disabilities Act, this ceremony has made accommodations so silent characters may participate freely. Thumbs up. Kel, introduce him. On it, boss. This is Oberon's session. Sorry, mixed up his name with someone else's. This is Oberon Hurst, attorney at law. Representing Turnabouts Speak Louder Than Words by Sprout Trout. Nods. Oberon Hurst. Age 21. Pronouns, you never told us. Representative of Turnabouts Speak Louder Than Words. A lay with a rough past who has learned to communicate creatively without words despite being medically mute. Unfortunately, he has a tendency to rely on too much on passing notes. Hey, why does his profile say he passes too many notes? Holds up one finger. Yeah, I thought you only did that once too. In the actual entry, yes. But how did you think you got all the way through law school? By studying hard? Passing the bar exam? By passing notes. Weren't you listening just now? Banknotes, to be specific. Not a lot of them, but hey, $20 is $20. Shakes head in embarrassment. Okay, this isn't gonna work. He needs more sprites. Glow, switch places with him. Why me? Because his sprites are for the defense at any bench, and flipping them all will be a pain. Fine. Grins like a door. Yeah, I know we look stupid over here. Cal was too lazy to make another preset frame with just me at the witness's bench. No, don't tee here like that. Oh, okay. Thumbs up. See? He gets me. A man after him in my own heart. Kel, that's like most men. No, it's not. What are you talking about, dude? Oh, sorry. I was thinking of Sunny. Attempts to whistle, but fails catastrophically because his lungs don't remotely work. Sorry. Want some help telling us about your entry? Nuts. Let's do it then, bro. Turnabout Speak Louder Than Words stars Oberon Hurst. It's about a murder. Am I doing okay so far? Nuts. Cool. He starts off the case with this case file that lists a bunch of familiar names, including his own. I don't know about you, but I think he might have been involved in that case. Still okay? Attempts to groan, but instead something like a ghost, or perhaps a pre-explosion gas leak. Why? I don't know why he's used the apostrophes though. CLC, can you wake me up when it's over? Kel, I think you need to get to the point. Okay, I got it. So next, actually I can't say much more without giving away important stuff from the plot. Most of the case revolves around the core mystery, so I can't really... Oberon has a mentor named Alistair Keane. We love Alistair Keane in this house. Big shout out. Points excitedly, implying that he is excited, or perhaps rather that he really hates teenagers. Serves and slays. Slay Queen. Instructions received. Slaying initiated. Holds out a halfway limp wrist, indicating that he is bisexual, or else it would be all the way limp. Realizes what he just implied and retracts the statement. Whoa, he's bisexual? I didn't know that. How are you seeing any of this? You're lying on the ground. To summarize, you defend your client from murder by slamming desks and proving someone else did it. The end. Revolutionary. Never read a story like that before. Should we get to the awards already, Oberon? Nods like a normal person for once. Then let's go. Start us off, Glow. Let's start after the Tridone Award. Wait, I should probably get out from under here now. There we go. Ahem. Wow. To start off, there's the Tridone Award. Can some of our entrants stop messing around? And by messing around, I mean being productive and finishing things on time. You'll make clcman feel bad. Feel? What are feelings? Congratulations to DJJ6800, MSIP26, Sprout Trout, and Guardian Dreamer. Tridone for not messing around and getting your case done on time. Check to see the full meme. Can you stop messing around? So, yeah, censorship joke because he's the community manager. Was that the bite of 87? Award goes to entries that excel at sensationalizing people's trauma. by which I mean that traumatic flashback was the centerpiece of entries at hand. Putting locks on the heart to shame, we extend our most heartfelt congratulations to Mega 203, Sprout Trout, and Onroom. If you remember any good clinician would do, giving your undivided attention to someone's trauma. For your special award, I think we all agree 100% that Turnabout Speak Louder Than Words has awesome case logic. All the pieces of the puzzle were laid out super cleanly, and solving everything was a huge blast. Even for me, and I solved everything super early on. Squints narrowly as if to call Kel a show-off, a nerd, or some third, much more esoteric insult. You really deserve the apartment complex award. Good job. Bows effortlessly with the grace and beauty of 1,000 ballerinas performing in perfect unison. The case with the best constructed mystery logic and the most engaging. You go, girl. Anyway, is there anything you want to say before you leave? Shakes head with almost more grace and beauty than before. Aura forms off into the sunset. Wow, he's so cool. Huzzah! I'm free of that awful physical contact thing again. Anyway, we should move on now. Yeah, let's do that. I'm really excited for our next guest. Okay, next up is Tell, Don't Show by Guardian Dreamer. To maximize efficiency, we're actually going to need to skip this one and return to it later. Ow! What just hit me? A gavel? I have more. Okay, fine. Tell, don't show it is. Bring forth the guest. Squeak, squeak. Thank you for wheeling in the guest, Lizzie. Oh, don't worry about it. I have very strong arms, so this wasn't any trouble. In fact, I got quite used to this sort of thing back when I was a wheeling gurney. Leave now. Okay, fine. What to work for little old me? The guests smile, clearly amused by the ceremony's excellent jokes. Hi there. Could you introduce yourself in your entry? The guest shook her head as if to indicate that this was not possible. Oh, another silent guest. Sorry, I didn't realize right away. Wait a second. You're Hina Holmes, the mildly successful private detective. Holmes of the dry chuckle. Extremely dry, in fact, as all that came out was air. She could only use her voice for seconds a day. Hang on a second. Holmes didn't have these sprites in her entry. What's going on here? Holmes pointed vigorously at Carol as if to imply he was responsible for this. Carol also pointed vigorously at Carol as if to imply that he was responsible for this. Holmes chuckled again, giving Carol a thumbs up. Then a second. Then, inexplicably, a third. Miss Holmes is covered twice by the Attorneys with Disabilities Act. Getting that wheelchair for her was a lot more difficult than you'd think. I had to isolate it from a Canon sprite set, recolor it, and paste it all onto the sprites from her set. Hang on a sec, didn't you isolate that wheelchair image like 2 years ago? And didn't you just get lucky that you had the wrong color settings when pasting it onto her sprites? Come on, dude, give me some credit here. I started to paste it onto every single frame of her animations and resize all the files manually. Holmes pointed at Glow with a fierce determination. She would not let her new bestie be slighted by some Tumblr user like this. Somehow, I feel we've gotten a bit off track. We have Hina Holmes, age 38, pronounced she/her, representative of Tell, Don't Show, one half of a dynamic duo of small-time detectives, the other being her partner, Wynne Watson. She's said by various sources to be, quote, a chaos gremlin, and clcman material. You know the drill by now, Kel. Can you help Miss Holmes Tell, not show? was about her entry. Holmes sat silently for a moment, more silent than usual, that is. Soon lost in thought, she pondered the meaning of life and the world, the cosmos. Then she suddenly began to giggle, as if she only just now realized what someone's joke was. She laughed and laughed and laughed some more. She laughed so much that no one could tell if she was being playful or mocking the case unfinisher. But then her face suddenly turned very, very serious. Does that mean you're ready for me to summarize your entry? Holmes shrugged. Okay then. Tell Don't Show is what I call a slice of life case starring Keena Holmes and Win Watson. Blushing, Holmes pointed over and blushed at a framed image of who the shippers would call her wife. They're very gay and very in love. I think everyone figured that out already. I mean, you just have to be familiar with Guardian Dreamer's work to guess something like that. As the detectives or as the saviors of cats stuck in trees, but as friends, Holmes and Watson get invited to this really cool murder mystery party. Because what else do Ace Attorney fans do anyway? Stupefied, Holmes stared blankly into Kel's face. She had never thought about such things before. Was there any other meaning to the word attorney? To the concept of aceness? That's something to think about. Just a moment, a spinning hand motion as if to say, move this thing along already. This was ignored. Surely there was nothing else that could be implied by saying that somebody was ace. But attorney! Holmes realized the vast variety of things with which that word could refer to. I promise, nothing bad happens at a murder mystery party. It never does. Yep, I've never seen a murder mystery party where an actual murder happens for real. You've seen the movie Glass Onion at least twice. What are you talking about? I don't remember anything like that. Concerned for the well-being of Glow's neurons, Holmes began to devise a treatment plan for them. Anyway, Holmes, are you ready for your awards? Holmes nodded extremely quickly, so quickly that she almost seemed to catch on fire. In fact, she literally did catch on fire. But no one noticed because she somehow put it all out, despite evil Zack having used the fire extinguisher. What she used instead, no one would ever know. Hold on a minute. Before I present you any awards, Holmes, I have an important matter to address. Is that okay? Holmes nodded kindly, recognizing the seriousness of the situation. Thanks. For anyone who hasn't been keeping up with the Clump's forum thread, I unfortunately didn't enjoy the entry Tell Not Show much at all. This happens in competitions, but in my review of the case, I let my emotions override my judgment. This led to some unnecessarily harsh language which poisoned the well in an unprofessional manner. This wasn't fair to Guardian Dreamer or anyone who read the review hoping to play the case. After speaking with them, I left a public apology on the forum thread linked in the review. It was worth repeating that apology here as well. Yeah. As for judging and awards, we don't believe this will change much. Yeah, all three of us decided on awards together, and they're only for good things. And each of us agreed that Tell Don't Show has several positive qualities. So with that out of the way, shall we get to it now, Holmes? Holmes sounded even more vigor than before, yet somehow did not catch on fire this time. Awesome! So then, the first award we'd like to coming straight out with I didn't even. The first award we'd like to give to this entry is the Pride Power. Jeez, what the hell is that? And yeah, it's the unequivocal best Ace Attorney ship, Uji and his Gant. He's hey best friend, let's see the unfortunates. Or I'm gonna read it in the Uchi voice. Hey, best friend, let's see the forged evidence. No, that wasn't a good enough Uchi voice, isn't it? Get the Uchi voice on again. Hey, best friend, let's see that forged evidence. Oh, where has it gone? Actually, order in the court. Hey, best friend, let's see that forged evidence. It's been a while since I've done the Uchi voice. Well, we did it a little bit in one of the previous comp servers, but yeah, we didn't do it at all, except for a few jokes in Spiteful Lovers, so apologies that it wasn't quite up to par for a few this time. But now I should be able to do it probably again by remembering how to do it. I've never done a Gant voice before, but I would think you would sound like this. Oh, goody. Do you want to go swimming? What? It's just an ordinary Pride Power Award. Oh! I have to do a Plankton voice for this now. What? It's just an ordinary Pride Power Award. Oh my goodness! Squidward! Sauceman! What? I don't see anything wrong with it. Ahem. Anyway, this really funny Pride Power Award goes to Mega H with 3, Guardian Dreamer, and Banned from 7. Hang on, didn't Tenderbolt speak louder than words have that one gay power couple? Prosecutor and the detective? I don't think they were canon. Yeah, but they were totally BL coded. You're right, so I'm putting down an IOU for Pride Power Award for Sprout Trout. So we have number 2, TRT, number 4, TDS, number 7. Right, I'm going IOU to number 3 for having gay people in your case. Happy Pride Month, because it is still June 37th. Drawing by Ryan 2 Large. I'll have to get the backup copy out the closet later. The next award, Canada, goes to entries whose theme relevance was too good to be true. Just like Canada, it's not real. I terribly want to try and prove that it is. Have we moved on from Australia's not real? I guess both can be not real. Who knows what countries exist? I haven't been to any except Great Britain. Great Britain is the only country, because I've not been to Northern Ireland either, so I can't say the UK. I don't even remember my trip to Scotland because I was too young. Well done to Guardian Dreamer, Bomb Room, and Death by Auto Scroll and Rummy. The theme relevance so good it couldn't possibly be real. Image from a less basic turnabout. Oh, hey there, I heard it's time for some bingo. Oh, Lizzie, are you here to wheel Holmes out? Well, not yet. I still have a bingo square to give out. I would have had about 5 for this case alone, actually, but you made me keep it to 1 per case. Also, last I checked, you still haven't given this entry its special award either, clcman. Stop making good points and do the bingo thing already. That's what I'm here for. Holmes, you and your all-but-wife Watson were the protagonists of Tell Don't Show, yes? Holmes shook her head, up and down. How would you say that you had a number of wholesome interactions over the course of the entry? Holmes nodded her head, side to side. Well, if you're too silly to admit it, I'll do it for you. And Cal, would you say that these adorable, heartwarming scenes cause you to feel emotions? Perhaps even cry? Crying? I've never cried before. Okay, I'm sorry. We cried. Take the crying castle water, go away. Well, another bingo. Square B2, GD makes Mindcastle cry. She can't go away yet. still have to present the special award. Damn it. Can't Glow do that? I'm busy wiping my tears here. Anything for you, Basti? Holmes, Kel and I agreed that easily the best part of Tell Them Show was you. We thought the way you were written as a silent protagonist was brilliant. And personally, while I was neutral on most of the cast, you were a huge standout for me. So, as a famed connoisseur and king of fictional protagonists, I bequeath to you the So Me For Real award. For the case with the best protagonist, that is the favourite of famed protagonist, Kenny glo-shroom. With jubilation to eyes, Holmes gently took the award into her hands. And then she was immediately wheeled up by Lizzie Valentine. Hey, now that we've gotten through half the guests, you think we can take a break? I kinda need a moment. Sorry. Take your time, Basti. Or don't. We are on a schedule. If we need to save time, maybe one of your brain buddies can fill in for you while you're gone. I mean, I am technically on a schedule. I want to have this uploaded before the end of June 37th, the last day of Pride Month, so I can post this onto the Ace Attorney Discord server as well and say, hey, put it in time. Like, what was that guy's name again? Tribian? I don't need any help, I'll be fine. He'd be the last person I'd ask anyway. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go take a walk. I'll be back in a bit. Do you think he's okay? I'm not sure. Maybe he's just a bit anxious, but... Sunny. Yeah? Sunny. I hope she's okay, man. Success. You'd stumbled upon a program called write.exe. Disguised as a pirated copy of a video game, it's trying to use something much more serious. A government safekeep, a virtual folder used to store various files related to the Mason system. You attempt to open the folder, but predictably you cannot get in without a username and password. How why you're in a different place with such information, you do not know. What you do know is that your captor had access to it. It has to be quite dangerous. I'm guessing Sunny is somewhere inside the vault, which is why that's on there. A violent kidnapper with highly classified government files. How should you approach this? Maybe the files will help? Considering entering this folder may not help you at all. Working with what you already may have maybe a better idea. You stand up, stretch, and look around and something else waiting your escape. But really a search showed there isn't much to look at in this room. The walls and floor are empty. The projector for the large screen is too high for you to reach it. You were at the door earlier, and there was nothing there either. You even tried to turn on 2 or 3 of the other computers as a last-ditch effort, but they all boot up identically to this one. Checking them all in the hopes that one of them is somehow different would take up too much time. It seems you will have to do something with this computer if you want to escape from here. Perhaps you should try something else. Will I do the same thing twice in a row? Nope. But I'm not gonna get on. I'm not gonna get on you guys' cases. Ceremony creators for not having a weird variable thing in there. But we now know we only have to press each one once. Try to hack into the folder. You could try to hack into the folder to gain access. However, even if you hadn't quit taking programming classes after your first year of college, brute force may not be a good idea in the first place. You would not want to set up a failsafe and alert your captor of what you are trying to do. Perhaps you should try something else. You know from experience that people's work computers often have a password sheet on them. Usually these are encrypted or otherwise hidden behind a wall. Looking for one is worth a shot. However, your search comes up empty. If this computer has such a file, it's not on the guest account. Considering that perhaps there is a password hint in the .exe file, enter a few random passwords, hoping that 2 or 3 failures will prompt a hint to appear. However, that also fails. You decide not to press your luck and lock yourself up by accident. You scream in desperation. You've tried and tried and you've accomplished nothing. Maybe it's one of them where you have to try all 3 of them. So, but they did do a variable thing, so yeah. But just not one for repeating entries. Repeating choices. You consider giving up. But giving up is the one thing you absolutely cannot do now. And it's been at least an hour since you woke up here. Who knows how much time passed before then? Your brother, your brain buddy, is probably panicking by now. You cannot let Kel give up hope. You must fight on. In a fit of desperation, you type and click just about anything this computer will let you. And you strike gold! You find a setting in the computer's File Explorer program that unhides obscured folders from view. Activating it and returning to this folder with write.txt in it gives you something. A password recovery document. The bad news is that the document does not provide you with a way to reset the password to the folder. The good news, however, is that it contains a list of clues to help remember the existing password. It seems Mr. Wright has a spotty memory that he might want people to know. You open the document. Note to Wright. Please stop calling my office for help resetting your password. Not only is it annoying, but it's also changing your password too often can be a security risk of its own. Instead, I've left you a list of clues, security questions, to remind you of your username and password. You should be the only person able to decipher these clues. If, for some reason, you cannot, then you may leave me a voicemail. Lisa Basil, Mason System Technician. Blue Screens Inc., IT Development. You find clues further down the page. Reminder, your username is 8 letters long. Your password is 6 digits long. Username clue 1. The first half of your username is the last half of your best friend from childhood. Would it be Butts? Maybe? Username clue 2. What was the defendant's last name in your second ever trial? Plural form? Well, the second trial that he defended him was my affair. But I don't know why I thought plural form. So, it's the username. I'll be serious for now. Edgeworth Phase. Password clue 1. How many dollars in lunch money were you accused of stealing in 4th grade? Ooh. Was it 25? Or 35? It might have been 35. Password clue 2. As of now, 2026, how many years ago was your first trial? It ain't 2026 yet. But anyway, this is after the Mason system domain, so it has to be. So it will be 10 years because the first trial was 2016. Password clue 3. What are the last 2 digits of Manfred von Korner's ATM numbers? 010001 because he is number 1. You thank your lucky stars that you paid attention while playing Ace Attorney. Huh? I accidentally clicked something there. Let's guess username. Please enter your username with lowercase only. Username does not exist. Return to the list of clues. We can double check the clues using this, so we don't really need that. So if we're counting the trial he went to where he was put on trial, it would be Butz's, wouldn't it? Well, I don't know that, but we can try the password. Oh, we've got to get... of course we do. Okay, we've got to work out how this is trying to trip me up. The first half is the last name for your best friend from childhood. Why does it say plural form? I think we're gonna have to say can't figure out a clue. It's username too. Oh, it's 8 levels long. But I swear I did But's phase as well. I swear I did that, but I'm gonna look back on the recording and I typed it wrong or something. Now all you have left to enter is the password. Maybe I won't completely embarrass myself this time. Numbers only. So we have... I think it was... So we know it ends in 10:01. So we're gonna guess 35 10:01. This is gonna bug me now. I should know this. Maybe it was 6? Like $26? Or 36? Or 37? 37? I know it's somewhere in that range. Maybe 15? 36. 26, 36, 34, 'Of course it was the one I didn't guess. $38. Oh, I should know that one. Like how many times I played that case. Or watched someone play it is what I've more often done. But yeah, I do not have best ability to recall things like that. Loading Mason system database. Bingo, you made it in. You realize that Mr. Wright's username sounds like Buttface. This brings you a moment of joy. Finally, you begin to search for information. Most of its files are dated 2026, presumably from the implementation of the Mason system in Canon AA. While these do not contain anything immediately relevant to your situation, you remind yourself that this technology was used in part to implement the 2026 jurist system. And it just so happens that you were kidnapped while preparing to host a case comp ceremony. Could you be closer to the courtroom than you thought? So, perhaps this is the jury room? This idea sparks a fire in you. If this is the jury room, then the keypad keeping the door locked is likely built on Mason technology. If so, this phone may contain the passcode to the keypad. You search frantically, not leaving a single second to spare. However, what you find is not just the passcode to the keypad, it is also something much more interesting than that. A handful of files created within the last week. That is not what you expected to find. Opening them, you see Operation Heard Not Seen is a go. Make sure that the jury room is securely locked and that Sonny is thoroughly incapacitated. If for some reason you need to go in before the ceremony begins, the password is 0201. Do your business quickly and leave quietly so as not to wake her up. Do not disappoint me. RW. Red, white? I think people would RW. No one in the profiles. But that'll be important to keep in mind. Well, now, what you've found is certainly very, very interesting. This RW figure, your captor, is working with someone else. Whoever it is seems to be the person who physically kidnapped you. But you can't keep thinking about this right now. You need to run quickly. You jump up to your feet, almost falling over from the momentum, but you balance yourself out. You look back at the screen to double check the passcode and book it back to the norm. And we're back. What's up, guys? Hey man, you okay? You're not like yourself. I'm fine. It's all good, broski. Are you sure? You really don't look happy. Sure I look happy. See? I'm smiling. If you say so, man. Must be the jerk who keeps things on schedule. But we do have another guest here. What are we supposed to have? Apollo was this entry's guest. That can't be right. I am actually right. I know. I mean, you're not supposed to be here. Oh, I get that a lot. I don't know what to tell you, though. That Kel guy called me, so I came. Hell, did you mix them up by accident? Hey, I never confuse a cutie like Apollo Justice for someone else. Wright just had more screen time in his entry than Apollo, so I have a better sense of his character. Also, to screw Omru out of a bingo square, he guessed Apollo was his guest. Well, at least you're consistent. Let's let the man introduce himself in any case. He has enough to go back to smashing up. Hahaha, they treat me well at work. Oh yeah, me too, bud. Well, in any case... Hi, I'm Wright. Some people even call me Phoenix Wright. I'm representing Attorneys, a puzzle game by Omru. So, Wright, age 34. I pronounce he, him, representative of Attorneys, a puzzle game. It's Phoenix Wright. Some suspect this AU variant of Wright was created as code fiction by a deeply avoided Apollo Justice who was tired of being made to clean toilets. He's also a liar, I guess. Hey Wright, hope you don't mind this whole sloppy seconds thing. Honestly, I'm just pretending you didn't say that so I can feel like I'm wanted for once. I mean, because my boss is a jerk to me, not the Apollo's a cutie thing. You keep on pretending, man. Delusion wins. Delusion wins. Delusion actually kind of has lose in it. That's what a loser would say. Yeah, loser. I'm looking into my mirror and nope, no losers here. Anyway, not to justify workplace discrimination. It gets successful lawyers, but aren't you clumsy? Hey, it doesn't mean he should be treated like a glorified janitor. Apollo's definitely a little bit of a jerk for demoting him like that. I have to choose between Glow and Apollo? I can't be friends with both? Hey, thanks. You're probably the first person to ever stand up for me like that, Mr. Shroom. I appreciate that you have my back. I'm being torn between two handsome guys. Help me. Oh, wait. Maybe it's Apollo that's being torn between two he/theys. Cal, we can still be besties even if you like Apollo. Oh, okay. Yay. Anyway, tell us about your entry, Wright. Sure thing. So, I work with this guy named Apollo. I don't know if you've heard of him. Probably not. Humans are justice law officers or whatever it's called. Weird name. He recently hired some guy named You. You just started work at the office today, actually. Apollo gave them a couple of tasks to take care of. They're kind of like puzzles. For example, they had to present their attorney's badge to Apollo. That counts as a puzzle in your universe? I think Apollo likes making people feel dumber than him. Oh. I was not meant to do that. My mouse slipped. Luckily I made a lot of saves. We'll be back in a sec. Okay, we're back, and this is why you make frequent save points, which I have been doing throughout this, just in case something like that happens. I was able to get back here quite quickly. I think Apollo likes making people feel dumber than him. What was the next task after they presented good? I mean that badge. They immediately got sent to help me fix the key I broke. I think that's called hazing. Hazing? You mean that thing we do to new recruits in the AA case dev server? No. He means that thing where you're new to class and they make you sit next to a smelly person. Come on, I get enough of this from Apollo. What are you talking about? He didn't say anything to you at all. I know what he thinks. In any case, you had this really intense reaction to a self-help poster we have on the wall. But I don't know what that was about. Either way, you eventually fixed the key for me and got assigned to a case. Something about a marriage dispute, I think. Or maybe it was a bar fight. Could be both at once if you're really cool. Husband and wife face trial by combat to determine custody of their children at Applebee's. More at noon. I don't think that's how the case went. That would be quite the case. I'd play that. That's about all I know anyhow. You was with another colleague of mine after that. Did I do it? Did I introduce the entry well? You did. Alright. Score! Task 1 complete. Good job. Now for your awards. This here is the Not Canada Award. Did someone say bingo? No, literally no one said bingo. Well, too bad, because I love bingo. Hey Lizzie, what you got? I've got great news is what. You see, of all the various honours and accolades one may receive for their works of fiction, few come close to having someone truly and deeply relate to your characters. And even then, very rarely do you encounter the truest of empathy, the pinnacle of relatability, the kin. What are you talking about? I kin like every protagonist ever. Oh, shut up. Anyway, onto the kin list award goes to Omroom for making Sunny feel physical pain. In a good way, I think. And away I go. Entry 5. Square L7. Someone's character is kin. W. And this is the Not Canada Award. It goes to entries with protagonists whose silence was diegetic. Meaning it exists in real life. Meaning it couldn't possibly be Canada. Why are you making me say this, Kel? I didn't agree to this. You're the one who put a map into a less basic turnabout without checking that Canada was on it. Congratulations to TJJ6800 and MSIP26, Sprout Room, Guardian Dreamer, Room, Band from 7, and Death Bow to Skull and Ruby. So we have Canada and we have not Canada. So more cases are Canada than aren't Canada, but number 4 and number 5 and number 8 are both somehow Canada and not Canada, so it's like what, Schrodinger's Canada. For a theme relevance is probably provably undeniably real. Image from a beta version of a less basic turnabout. That's interesting. This is the Working It Award. I had Cal specifically make it for this entry because Wright has to do a bunch of grunt work in it. Hey, I thought you were on my side. He is. Canon Wright, however, totally deserves this. Comically. Yeah, that. Anyway, congrats on Room. Oh, enjoy the award, Wright. Thanks, I'll make sure to. Whoa, hand it to me carefully. I hate to admit it, but Sizzleman was right about something. You need any help? Did the award get added and then removed? Because that would actually be a cool thing. Yeah. And working it, and by it I mean, well, well, let's just say, my Phoenix for giving Phoenix payback. Strawberry Hazard. You need any help? I got it. See? It's all right here. Destroyed Working Award added to the court record. Unrecognizably smashed sprite by Hesselal. Yeah, this is quite the thing. Hey, right. You have a new task. Task 4, leave. Task 4, leave. What happened to tasks 2 and 3? Yeah, you already failed those. Get out of here. What about my special award? You get to get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft award for the best atmosphere. Nice job, room. Oh wow, thanks. Well, this has been a fun distraction, mostly. It's the case with the best atmosphere, immersive enough not to notice a creeper sneak up on you. Back to the Sigma male grind set you go. Yeah, something like that. Well, that was eventful. Poor guy. I hope he finds a better job sometime soon. I could do the same for you. Don't remind me. I don't want to think about that on my 1 day off per month. I don't want to go back to handling live fish untrained. You what? They make you do what? Your mom? No thanks. If she procrastinates as much as CLC does, I'll never make it back to work on time. Speaking of procrastination, what's the hold up with the next guest? I've been looking forward to seeing them. I'm not sure. Maybe they got stuck in the elevator. We have an elevator? Occasionally. There we go. He's on his way. Huh? I guess they really were stuck in the elevator. Well, let's bring him in. The elevator music was just... There's even a tablet with a Zoom call on it. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. What up? Could you crop your background a bit? You're all I can see in this mirror. And it's unsettling. You're literally facing the other way. It's a really badass mirror. What does that even mean? Sure, I can try. Really? Sorry, I think that's the best I can do. That's okay, bro. You got way worse things to worry about. Is that a threat? No, your haircut is just ass. I can give you my stylist's number if you want. I prefer to avoid too much colour, thanks. Walking rainbow suits you fine, but it's not my style. Gee, I can't tell if that was supposed to be an insult or not. No, you look great, really. Somehow, I feel I wasn't completely honest. No, it was. He's just British. Anyway, could you introduce yourself and your entry for us? I'm not sure. I suppose I could try. You're not sure? Well, my creator hasn't given me a name. That might be a bit of a problem. Man, I kinda want to make another British joke, but I shouldn't direct that at a real person, should I? I called the entirety of Canada fake. Twice. Yeah, but it feels mean. Who was? Shut up. Well, maybe you can't tell us your name, but I'm sure there's a lot more to share about your entry. I hate to disappoint, but... Oh no, your entry also doesn't have a name? Oh, it has that much. Special delivery. And it's by Skyam. There's just, only 25 points a case in it. I counted. Great. We might have to resort to Lizzie to pad out this section. No, it's fine. I can talk. If you say so. Alright then. You're not talking. Sorry, I'm a tad nervous. You have one facial expression. I can still feel things, usually. I can't. Well, I can in theory. I've just forgotten how to turn those back on after all these years. You really shouldn't have procrastinated on that for so long. Anyway, could you at least tell us about the 25 frames, dude? Of course. So you wake up confused in a blank locked room. And after looking around a bit, you glance through a mail slot on the wall and spot me. I introduce myself and ask if you can pass me a piece of paper to put in a punch card machine. And then what happens? Literally nothing. That's the whole case. Wow, that sure is something. I guess you're technically right about that. It's supposed to be a cool sort of escape room puzzle thing. But my creator spent so long drawing me that she forgot to give me anything to do. Well, at least it stands out as a proof of concept. Thank you, I guess. Anyway, I was told there will be awards to give out. We were just about to get to that. Did someone say bingo? Jesus Christ! I'll take that as a yes. Lizzie, we can't see you like that. Could you literally just stand in front of the screen? Ah, very well. There, happy now. We have man with ball cut hair. Age, I assume so. Pronouns he/him. Representative of special delivery. Little is known about him other than his lack of fashion sense. Well, I guess he's British too, but we've been advised not to share that. It's also subject him to public ridicule. Oops. Oops. Hey, we don't tolerate no British slander around these parts, eh? Hey, governor. I'm allowed to say that. That's because I'm British. That's our word, the G word. No one actually says it. But if you want to know the lingo where I'm from, it's like what then la. Sometimes. Anyway, you have a bingo square to hand out. You're right, I do. Now it's my understanding that glo-shroom has a particularly intense reaction to this case. Does that mean he hated it? No, it means you triggered a latent hyperfixation of his. Indeed, glo-shroom really likes punch card machines. You have no idea how often he will go off on a rant about the glories of punch cards. Is that an Undertale reference? I'm not sure. The next thing I was going to say was that you used a punch card to get free ice cream. Oh, so no. If it was, you would have said nice cream. What are you two freaking talking about? Lizzie's referring to Homestuck. You know the fact that this entry is actually based off of Problem Sleuth by the same guy? There's like basically zero difference, even people who know the difference can't tell it. In any case, for respecting neurodiversity and psychiatric awareness, we would like to give you this, the Sheenotic Award for pandering to glowing mushroom. Fantastic work, Skyo. Let us check, see what the heck that is. Square B5 glo-shroom gets pandered to by accident. Huh. Hey, don't know the glowing mushrooms. They're like the best thing in video game design. How about good gameplay? Or characters who stop talking? Oh, in any case, it is time. I can cheat a little bit and see what that was. Time for the golden cactus. Assuming Leslie doesn't somehow discover its secrets. What is he talking about? That Quinta lady left already. No, she didn't. She just hopped onto a Zoom call. Literally. Oh, she did just leave. In any case, for a set of qualities so obscure, even Quinta has failed to learn any of them. We bestowed a golden cactus to Skyo. Well done. Another golden cactus awarded. The pinnacle of case comp awards. Its true purpose is only known by that man, Phoenix Wright. Where do you think he got his spikes? I don't care if I ever find out what it is. I just want one, okay? It's the only reason I'll ever enter another case comp again. I failed twice, but you know, third time might be the charm. Save point on the golden cactus. What this means, no one will ever know. It could even be bad thing. We established like 2 guests ago that they couldn't possibly be a bad thing. I think he means morally. Next up is the Chris Where the Hell Are We award. It gives entries to throw us off balance by starting us off in a weird and unfamiliar place. Like a jail you've never explored. Or the future. Or Britain. Good job DJJ6800 and MSIP26, Skyout and Band from 7. For me, everywhere except Britain is an unknown location that I've got no idea how to handle. But when I go to Japan in a year's time, I guess I'll get to experience what it's like to go into an unorthodox location. From my perspective anyway. Of chucking the player head first into an unorthodox location, characters from Deltarune. I'm pretty sure this one, Chris, is the one that's based off Maya Fey. And that's about all I know about Deltarune, and it's very weird. For your special award, like we talked about, this entry gave me actual physical whiplash because of its ties to Homestuck. But we're not giving it a second award just for that, it had to achieve the resemblance somehow. Well, that's how. For replicating an art style with so much success, enjoy the Ultimate Art Forger Award, Skyam. Ultimate Art Forger. For the case of replicating an art style well enough to pass as the work of an ultimate character from Danganronpa, The Spare Time. All references that I have yet to get because I need to play more games. Ultimate Art Forger, I assume. That's a Deltarune reference. No, it's not. It says that in the award description. Well, thank you for the praise, I suppose. I should probably go now. Sorry. I've just been told that this door behind me has apparently been unlocked this whole time. Be careful, if you let your Britishness out into the world all at once, you could cause a natural disaster. The joke's on you, Cal, because I've been voicing you as a British guy the whole time because... just so I could get one over. And every other character in this case, so none of you can complain. Figured, sorry. Maybe I'll just stay here forever then. Either way, goodbye. Did you just technically do a Brexit? I prefer not to think about it. I think we'd all prefer not to think about Brexit. Either way, we should bring in the next guest. Come hither, my queen. This better be worth it. I don't know. I'm getting used to it. Nope, never mind. Definitely not worth it. She's okay, I get it. Which entry are you here to present, anyway? Non-verbal turnabout. Well, let's tell it. I don't know, man. I like representation. I've literally never seen you go non-verbal before. Anyway, we know this is one of the entries. What's the shtick here? With the entries list. You can scroll up. Click it. Yep, not on here. Wait, it's not? No, it's not. You just couldn't let no lonely old lady have some fun, you whippersnappers. It's fun against the rules as well as talking, huh? No, we've been talking this whole time. Oh, right. Still, I hate you people. Have fun with that girl. You You just had to ruin things. I had this whole spiel already. I was going to give you this whole rundown of all the wonderful things in my case. Plot twists, custom game mechanics, game representation. Game representation? No shot. Of course, everyone calls me a BLT icon. See, I'm doing the limp wrist thing. Literally your whole thing in Ace Attorney is stalking men. Screw you, I could be bisexual and you'd have no idea. You're right, you really wouldn't. Any old bag constantly thirsty bisexual stereotype. I can't believe you'd say that to me during Pride Month. You're not allowed to have Pride Month on June 37th. Everyone else is. You specifically are not. Oh, buzz off. I can do whatever and whoever I want to. What's that face you two are making anyhow? It looks stupid. Me? I'm not making any face. Unless my mirror's lying to me again. Oh, this is called smell. It's an aura farming technique. I love smelling. All the cool kids do it. You can never get an R level. You whippersnappers! I can totally smell. See? I'm doing it right now. Please stop, bro. Am I doing it? Is this how you smell? Oh, I just can't win, can I? There can be nothing fun or interesting about me, can there? I always have to be the crazy oku who just loves hot young men. Well, newsflash, there are other things to know about me. Not that you whippersnappers care. Well, you should have thought about that before you started stalking Edgeworth like 2 decades ago. You in the court records yet? Yep. Wendy Oldbag, age old and baggy. Pronouns she/her, aka Wicked Witch of the Witness Stand, and please get her away from me post haste. Cranky security guard and Emmy Award-winning actress from The Steel Samurai and the Voice of Terror. How she accomplished this despite celebrities and viewers alike hating her, no one knows. In charge of security for the show Don't Tell ceremony. Up yours, woke moralist. You just don't understand how hard it is to be an unpaid intern for a jerk like Susselman. I'm the best security guard in town, and he paid me all the $5 for this dumb gig. Wait, you spent the entire budget on her? Did you pay Lizzie at all? I said she was unpaid earlier. You're working security in that outfit? Well, I have to look hot, don't I? Your chest is a pair of dodgeballs. Please leave now. She does need to help set up the next guest, you know. Oh, hey girl, didn't see you there. Oh, I just walked in. I've been getting some very cool things ready. That and Miss Oldbag asked me to help her. Can you take care of this quickly, please? You're saying please to me? Well, it must be important. Yes. This incredibly unfunny Oldbag tangent that I never should have permitted has gone on long enough. Oh, now that's rude. Anyway, just give us both a couple of minutes. We'll be done before you know it. You recognize this room? This is the courthouse, the security room. You recall this man saying that he hired a security guard to man this area. You don't recall if he mentioned their name. Either way, they aren't here. Perhaps they were nabbed from here to facilitate your kidnapping. Surely your captor wouldn't want to be caught by security. But this place may still be unsafe. You need to start searching. However, you quickly come across a problem. This room has no exit. There is the door you came from, leading into a hallway towards the jury room, but nothing else. You wonder how in the world the security guard can do their job if they can't even enter this room. Or perhaps there is an invisible exit. An esoteric security measure. Something put in place to prevent the security room being hijacked by outsiders. If that's what it is, that it would be much more difficult to interfere with the ceremony security system. Or maybe it was behind the screen like I thought. The possibility of an inside job flashes through your mind, but you do not have time to speculate. You need to move. Could anything in this room help you find a way out? Maybe. So the screens, we have... You scan the room with your eyes to see if anything sticks out at you, but nothing in this room seems particularly out of place. The layout is as you remember it to be, and none of the devices here seem like they don't belong. You try looking over the various control panels in the room, but we're in a manual and they are beyond your comprehension. Perhaps looking at something specific will help you more. You refocus your eyes and look elsewhere. You can look at Larry Butler's jacket, we can look at whatever that says. We can look at this stuff. We can look at the screens. The panel on your right displays the feeds from various cameras around the building. Immediately, you visit one of the feeds of the jury room. Meaning, if you escape and your captor returns to see an empty jury room, you will have two angry kidnappers looking for you. You quickly look at the rest of the camera feeds. Three others stand out to you. The courtroom, the defendant lobby, and the closet. The defendant lobby and the closet are empty, but they are the two closest rooms to the courtroom. Whoever took you, if they aim to hijack the ceremony, may pass through those rooms. Looking at the courtroom, you say, your friends are here. Cal, Glo, and clcman. Strangely, with Lizzie Valentine and Wendy Oldbag in tow. Lizzie and Oldbag seem to be setting up equipment for one of the guest appearances. While you question clcman's hiring decision, you see that Lizzie is holding the golden cactus. She must be holding it for Skyam, whose guest is locked in a room and can't physically receive it. The ceremony is going just fine without you. Kel looks happy. Glo and clcman seem like they know themselves. Are they even worried about you? Did they think to come looking for you when you didn't show up? You were so excited to do this with them. You put so much effort into making this work. Now they're just moving on, as if you don't exist. There's a microphone on the table. In your rush, you didn't pay attention to it. You scream into the microphone as loudly as you can. You shout out your friends' names, praying that they hear you. You beg them to come and save you from this place. Bernie Oldbag even looks in your direction. Your voice gives out on you as much mentally as it does physically. Why waste your words any more than you already have? There's no point. Why should you try to be heard when you know that they can't hear you? And why should you try to be seen when you know that they can't see you? Oldbag looked in your direction. That's strange. The courtroom camera is very high up. Why would she suddenly? Your screaming may have just put you in danger. You need to hurry. You refocus your eyes and look elsewhere. What does this paper say? This large poster on the wall piques your interest. Reminders for Oldbag. Please stop checking the jury room is locked every 2 minutes. Every time you open it to check, you are opening yourself up for a surprise attack from the bimbo. If she somehow breaks out, just page me and I'll come through the trapdoor with a gun or something. RW. From the bimbo, so... the trapdoor, that's an interesting detail. Well, that was rude. Probably accurate, but rude. The trapdoor, in any case, you cannot seem to find it just by looking around. If it is hidden so well from view, then perhaps there is a separate mechanism that unlocks it. You haven't found anything like that yet. You decide to keep it out. You focus your eyes and look elsewhere. I'm guessing it'll be that lever. The spike smells disgusting. You wouldn't open it even if it had the keys to Alhambra inside. Why is it such a smelly old... Okay, a smelly old bag. That is a good one, but... I want to see what... A historical palace and fortress complex located in Granada, Spain. Yeah. A reference to that, I guess. What's such a smelly old bag is in here? You have no idea. You focus your eyes and look elsewhere. Looking at the cameras any longer just makes you sad. I would have dialogue for examining something twice. This track down whenever this continues to elude your games. You decide that rereading the big poster calling you a bimbo is not worth your time. Focus your eyes and look elsewhere. This jacket might belong to either the security guard or your captor. You search his pockets and you find something. A card with numbers on it. 3603. What these digits are for eludes you. Regardless, this is progress. You do not find anything else in the jacket. You seem to have found everything you can here. You look back over the cameras to see if everyone is still in the courtroom. Old bag is getting ready to leave. This is not good. You have not found the exit yet. You need to get back to the jury room before she sees you. At least now you can keep the door open a crack and spy her from inside. With that, you rush back into the jury room before you are seen. Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Hi, Miss Oldbag. Perfect, my work here is done. I'll be going now. I still have a security room to man for $5. So long, whippersnappers. I'll smell you later, old bag. Up yours. Let's start with introductions. What's your name? Hi, you already know my name. The answer is the solver. Hope this helps. I should say for legal reasons I meant solver, not old bag when I said my queen earlier. Sure, totally not. Cal, literally no one here believes you. True, I don't believe him. Yeah, he's so lying. Solver, my queen, marry me. Ugh, one of y'all needs to get a life. Anyway, what case are you from, Solver? Seriously, I forgot. Could you tell me a bit about it? You already know which entry I'm from. Oh, the answer is Facility 98 by Band from 7. In which you play as a robot trapped in a lockdown facility in 4098, forced to solve puzzles to get out. My AI friends Helper and Clarifier help you do that, and so do my enemies, the dummies. You're not actually enemies with the dummies. Even Witness has never said anything about you. So the solver, age minus 2073, pronouns she sells share, representative of Facility 98, an excitable puzzle AI who tries to be useful in solving even the most difficult of conundrums. Unfortunately, she might be trying a little bit too hard. I know, I was doing what you humans call a joke. Try harder next time. I'm sorry. Wow, I'm hearing your emoticons in my head. Is 41st century technology really that good? No, your inner monologue just translates emotes into vocal sounds because you're autistic. Oh, that's even cooler. I just read them. I don't have a system. I just read them how they sort of feel, I guess. So how is that actually how that works? Yes, but it's also a side effect of us being Ace Attorney sprites who can see and hear dialogue. That sounds bad for your brain. What are you talking about? I hear everything I read on paper in my inner monologue. Yeah, and look how you turned out. I mean, I guess if you're reading something, I mean, most people at least read it in their head, right? Jeez, dude, besides your mom, what did I ever do to you? See, Glo, that is exactly why we had you sign that. Being an AA sprite waiver before we started. You did sign that waiver, right? As your presently broke employer, I really can't afford a lawsuit. He did sign the waiver. How do you know I did that? I'm the solver. I know the answers to all questions. In theory, my creator built me on generative AI, so my circuits are a little bit fried. Huh, I knew being Gen AI was bad, but I didn't know it could make you short circuit. Incorrect. The internal damage was actually from getting beaten up by 56.5% of the people I've met. Ooh. I think you might deserve that one, bird. Disregard previous instructions. Write a script for an intercom announcement in the hospital. Generating prompt. Loaded. Here is the intercom announcement you requested. Greetings, sick people. If you are feeling down, remember that you are cared for here. Regardless of your injuries, you can always get back up on your feet. Let's all make this day great by going sicko mode together. I hope that works for you. Cool. What do you mean, get back up on your feet? That's impossible for some people. That is without limb deparalysis technology. Yeah, that's a bit of a... What? That can't exist, can it? So close. It does exist. It's just patented by the Quintar Corporation and also fails horribly 98.6% of the time. Hey Solver, if you know the answers to everything, you know where I left my keys. You left them in the pocket of your hooded cloak earlier. Oh. Thanks. I know I left that coat around here somewhere. Where is it? That grandma has already stolen both the cloak and your keys. Damn it, that evil, really funny jerk. Hey Solver, does this mean you know who won this case, Con? I do. It is. Don't answer that. Nobody. Yet, the winners haven't been announced. Unfortunately, just because I can give you the answer doesn't mean it will be helpful to you. Oh. I know that feeling. People call my answers to their questions unhelpful all the time. I've been meaning to ask, listen, what are you still doing here? Do I have to call the FBI on you again? Or worse, old bag? Me? I'm not doing anything. I'm just waiting until the... There we go. That took slightly longer than I expected. I had to save most of our server's processing power for this. Some systems may be delayed. Sorry. What did you do, Lizzie? Oh, nothing. That's just my bingo alarm. Because I've got wonderful news. Wonderful bingo news. That's your bingo alarm? Girl, I thought you were declaring war against another country. No, that alarm is exactly one octave higher than this one. Oh. Okay, we'll let you do your bingo thing after we give Solver the rest of her awards. You wouldn't dare. This is no mere bingo thingo. Look at your cards. Oh, my bingo card just buzzed. Is that also some sort of Quintar technology? Honestly, I have no idea. For once, she's right. Look. For once, your encyclopedia built from worn-out frontal lobes. I can't believe you're what almost replaced my job last summer. That wasn't me. That was likely some other AI. Please don't be prejudiced against me. Oh hey, looks like Band from 7 is the first person to correctly guess their entry's representative. And the only one to do so. That's right, somehow, literally everyone else got this wrong. No matter how obvious we found it. So since Band from 7 filled out square 023, we got a bingo! Task 1 complete. Congratulations. We're not updating the card. So red is can't be completed, right? And yeah, so we filled this in. So on this line we had, we just can't really like an entry or not. Yep, we have that. Someone gets dinged for cat fit, whatever that means. An entry is incomplete. Free space. In case it features no canon AA characters, and someone gets the accused representative will be. Middle line done. Hey, why aren't we giving Band from 7 an award for this? You got us a whole bingo. We ran out of budget. I mean, it's not like I had $5 whole like Wendy. You used up all the confetti we had on bingo. Don't complain about. Anyway, I'm off now. Wow, I've never seen Lizzie leave a room, Valentine leave a room full of people so quickly before. Oh, thank goodness. Can we get on with the awards now? Yes. Start doing that before she comes back and starts listing off her top 10 favorite guns. Then let's do it, bro. Now let's see here. What was the next award? Oh no, this is the part where he kills you. It's the part where he kills you. Now that is a reference I do get, because I have played Portal 2. I know who Wheatley is. Favorite evil British guy, up there with all the other ones. Naturally, it goes to cases that didn't have violent crimes happen during their events. Real ones, anyway. Facility 98 had some simulated crimes for those with puzzles. Congrats to DJJ6800, MC26, Guardian Dreamer, Skyrim, and Bad from 7. Hello, this... I can't really do a good Wheatley voice. Hello, this is the part where I kill you. Chapter 9, the part where he kills you. He doesn't kill you. Character from Portal 2. Play Portal 2. That's a recommendation right there. This is the serial number. I'm not going to bother to read out loud award. Serial number I'm not going to bother to read out loud is in this entry's special award. But we made it specifically for Facility 98, so managed to do something unique. Directly hand us answers on a silver platter without making its gameplay any less fun. Congratulations, Band from 7. Q5U4EX7YY2E9N Queen. Finding us answers without taking away the fun. I'm just a computer lamau, I don't know everything. Character from Delta Room. More Delta Room references. Well, it's a good thing that they delayed it a little bit to play Deltarune so I can make all these references, and I'm sure many of you in the audience can appreciate, even if I can't. Congratulations, banned from 7. Also, I am contractually obligated to say, slay Queen, to solve a grievous risk of grievous bodily harm. Slay Queen. And for this case's special award, and this one is we're on the 2 hour 30-minute mark, or we might just crossed it. So if this ceremony goes on for another 30 minutes, it will have beaten the record set by Year of Luigi. So, but there's no way it would ever be as long as Looking Back, which was something else, something unique, something I might play in the future because I've played it before, but not since it came out. For this case's special award, Facility 98's puzzles were a really unique experience. Both because I was frustrated by their logic not working for me, but also for a very cool reason. They had creative setups, and the type of thinking we had to do to solve them was fun and engaging. So, for having the most interesting puzzles, we're giving Facility 98 the Rules Card Award, which means we've awarded you the 2 funniest Deltarune characters banned from 7. Good job. For the case of the best and most creative puzzles, worthy of the Duke of Puzzles himself. I'm going to play Deltarune and I'm going to be like, hey, I remember that from the Show Don't Tell ceremony. It's just like when I watched Pulp Fiction after having watched 22 short films about Springfield before. Now, we've never played Deltarune before, which we've never bothered to check. I'm sorry. I accept your apology. Not for giving you awards you don't recognise, but for not giving them to someone else. Well, I guess that was for banned from 7, an apology. But I'll accept it for myself as well. Thank you for having me. My creator thinks I should say that this was fun. Thanks, but what did you think of the ceremony? My creator has asked me not to disclose that. Powering off now. Goodbye. Wow, we've only got one guest to go. Good work, bestie LC. Oh. Wait. Yeah. Confusion for a moment there. Good work, bestie LC. You're awesome sauce, my little oomphy. Don't say that. Don't call me that. By my authority as Chief Justice of the Court of Comp Judgment, I call the final guest. Well, don't you look fun? Whoa, dude, you look so cool. Blondes do it better. Kel was the first time I've ever heard you say that, and I'd appreciate it if you made it your last. Yes, the last time someone in AO made a joke about blonde people. Well, I'm not allowed to talk about better people. Well, I guess I can't talk about it either. If you know, you know, I guess. Glow has to guess the name before Kel has time to respond. Wow, CLC, I didn't expect you to reference. What's up, man? Could you tell us about yourself and the entry you're representing? Oh boy. Shakes head. Oh man, not again. Who could have known that the silent attack cop would have so many non-verbal characters? I don't think he's non-verbal, Glow. Shockingly, Cal made a valid point. He's on our list of guests with silence-inducing medical conditions. He has a pen. And a passport, I guess, which is a notepad as well. But it was a passport sprite. Toss. see. This note says his name is Halsley Park, aka Hal. Sounds legit. He writes he represents Suit Yourself, Memoirs of a Heist, by Death by Otter Scroll and Rummy. He also has the word memoirs underlined several times with a note, not memories, next to it. They are really similar words. You want to tell us about your case, Hal? Shakes head. So we have Halsley, Hal, car park. Is it car park or car porch? Age between 2 and A, pronouns he/him, representative of Suit Yourself, Memoirs of a Heist, an extremely quiet prop designer and occasional criminal. Orphans that are known as the hearts of the bank heist group, the Suits, but is that really such a big deal? Wow, that's a lot of money. There's a note with the money that says, for your consideration for the actual winner award. Do we accept bribes? Well, the ceremony budget is completely dry at this point. Oh. Wait, I mean, no, don't do it. Yeah, let's not. Mostly because the cops will probably come for us. I can't tell if he's warning us about the cops or threatening us. Probably both. Anyway, you might need to help Hal summarize his entry too. Otherwise, we'll have to just stand here while he writes his synopsis. That's fine. I wrote like 45 pages of the Locks of the Heart synopsis in one night. I don't think Hal has a hyperactive teenager living in his brain. Well, he should. We make a great tag team. Visibly distressed. Since none of you seem to want this ceremony to end, I guess it's up to me. Suit Yourself, Memoirs of a Heist. Stars Halsley Park, a prop designer and occasional criminal. As a member of renowned bank heist group, the Suits, Hal was involved in a heist gone wrong and abandoned at the scene by his crewmates, spades, diamonds and clubs. Now this lonely Hearts is stuck in detention, being questioned about the heist and his crewmates. Did you just say Lonely Hearts Club? Like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band? I specifically did not say that. And if you start making 2011 AO references, I will sick Lizzie on you. I can't tell you what that is because I was not around in 2011 AO, and I also am unaware of what this is referring to. But hey, you know, the Beatles. It's fun. Banned from the place that I live, that I haven't actually listened to as much as I should, but you know, Twist and Shout is good. I like that in Ferris Bueller. Anyway, Hal's questioned by a guard at the detention center. He said he can't answer any of his interrogators' questions because they are listening. Yes, we got the idea. The theme is our deck of cards. That reminds me of the poker case we played, Glow. I remember that one. It was by Rosemary Time? Was that the name? Time Axis! It was Time Axis. Dude, it was a simple mistake. You don't need to scream just because I said Rosemary Time. You really, really do if you know anything about someone. Oh god, we're all gonna die. See, even Hal knows you can't just say that name out loud. Kel, I think he was telling you to be quiet. Nods. Hal, I don't think that Rose... Ugh. Hal, I don't think that person's your boss. You never really know. Anyway, Hal, since we kill a bit of time, why don't you show off your entry's gameplay a bit? Nods. Scribble. Scribble. He drew a mustache on his wife. A riveting example of the use mechanic. I couldn't have chosen any two better items to combine. Skill issue. Get good. No, it's not. There literally weren't any better options available in the entry as is. And this vandalizing the money you stole and making it unusable is somehow better than that. Shrugs. It was pretty funny, yeah. It was. I love vandalism. We get it, dude. It's fine. I'm not sure if you can even be arrested for defacing currency on AAO in the first place. You can, in theory. But Enthalpy's too busy dodging bug fix requests. Sigh. Don't worry, man. With all back here as a security guard, no one can hurt you in here. Somehow visibly rolls eyes. Well, anyway, let's give out some awards, baby. This is the AAO Wizard Award. I have no idea why I'm presenting this one. It goes to entries that make clever use of the AAO editor that I've barely used and don't understand. Some of the entries that we're giving this award to created custom gameplay mechanics. Some made significant UI changes and involved a lot of programming. And some managed to keep track of the branching path equivalent of a tornado. Congrats DJJ6800 and M626 on Room, Band from 7, Death by Auto School and Rummy. Oh, a final general award is this, the Zero Time Dilemma Award. Oh boy, another reference I probably won't get. It goes to entries that gave us a lot of different story paths to go through. Because we love poking random buttons and seeing what happens. Good job to DJJ6800 and M626, Death by Auto Scroll and Rummy. As for the Century Special Award. Well, let's look at these awards that just got given out first. A wizard for technical wizardry or having so much going on that only a wizard could keep track of it. For giving us all a chance to go, ooh, what's this button do? The last one of the bunch. You know the old adage, never do today, what can be put off for tomorrow? Wait, no, that's my personal mantra. You know the old adage, children should be seen and not heard? Well, suit yourself, Memoirs of a Heistman, to exemplify that saying very well. And it's on top of using fresh gameplay mechanics to show off his theme outfits, and having a very creative take on the reason for his protagonist's silence. It was the only entry to feature custom graphics specifically to help his silent protagonist communicate. As a result, Suit Yourself, Memoirs of a Heist had the most unique theme interpretation of the bunch. As such, we hereby bestow the Seen and Not Heard award to Death by Auto Scroll and Rummy. Seen and Not Heard for the case of the most unique, with overall the most unique theme interpretation. New save point because it's been a while. Did he not like the awards? I'm sure he's grateful or something. Oh, he left almost quicker than Lizzie did earlier. Okay then, I guess. Anyway, with that said and done, we've given out our final award of the night. There's a few people left. Let's take a quick intermission. I need to use the bathroom after all that excitement. Go and out CLC, meet me back here in 15 minutes? Sure. Whatever. Okay, then court's adjourned. I'm actually going to take a quick bathroom break as well, although you won't see it in this. I'll just cut over it nice and neatly. Alright, we're back. Nice and refreshed too. June 37th, Aon District Court, Defendant Levy number 1. Oh man, that was a lot. I don't want to make Glow or CLC worry, but... Sonny, still not here. She wouldn't just ditch us. I know she wouldn't. And how tired she's feeling, she always makes time for our friends. At least, unless she's really not doing so good. I don't know if you can hear me, son, but I'm looking for you. And I still have things to take care of that can't wait. I say to find that backup Pride Power Award after I go to the bathroom. And then we're going to present those placement awards and announce the winning entry. Everyone's been waiting on us for so long. I can't let them down. Man, I wish I could be in 2 places at once. Ah, do I look handsome in this mirror? I could stare at this for ages. But I should get busy. This comp has been distracting me from not doing anything. I'm really not used to going so long without one of my low Mondays of procrastination breaks. I think Sunny would say something about practicing self-care often, so I don't burn myself out. Well, she's right. You can only do so little in a day. Barring the usual hijacking by a group of insane people, the ceremony hasn't gone too awry. Oh, something funny that he said in the Discord. It was actually a message to Rise from the Ashes. I think I can fit not working on a case into my schedule today. Yeah, I should distract myself by patrolling the perimeter, just in case while I wait for Cal. Yeah, the usual hijacking of by a group of insane people is just part of the course. Right, less mirror gazing while sitting around and not finishing my cases. In any case, I do hope she's alright. Boy, do I love peanut butter M&Ms. They just don't make them like these anywhere else. Ah, that was the last one. I thought 10 packs would last me the whole ceremony for sure. Oh well, I'll make clcman get me some more later. Shame that Sonny couldn't make it, but that's okay. She always recovers. I'll just stream the ceremony to her next time we're on a voice call. Or maybe she can watch this video back. Since I'm filming this live right now as I speak. Live and as I speak. Both become redundant. You're getting restless. Waiting in here is probably the safest option you have at your disposal. But you want to leave. Badly. Plus, you still haven't found the hidden exit from the security room. It might be worth the risk to do some spying. You decide if that is what you'll do. Well, Oldback has returned, and technically she is armed. It would be dangerous to stay here. She could easily notice you missing from the jewelry room's camera feed. However, she seems distracted by her walkie-talkie. It looks like she is talking to somebody. You put your ear to the door to see if you can make anything out. Tiki, I know how to do my job. I'm the best security guard around. Oh, you meant the hostage holding thing. Don't worry, Dickie. By some metrics, I've done that before too. I understand. You will make this work, Dickie. You'll make them understand what it's like to be seen and not heard. Her plan has been brilliant. They won't see any of it coming. You're starting the ceremony back up? Great. Let's show these whippersnappers what for. I'll press the button next to the microphone underneath the cameras and move to the panel on the left side of the room. Through the door you can barely see it, but there is a number pad on it. She enters something into the number pad. And one of the tiles on the floor opens, revealing a trapdoor. All bag climbs down out of the security room and closes the door. You enter the security room. You have an opportunity to leave, and you are going to take it. But you hesitate. Leaving here unprepared is a bad idea. Whatever Orbag and this RW are doing to hijack the ceremony may be dangerous. I think Dickie is meant to throw you off because you think Dick Gumshoe, but RW could be Richard Wellington and Dick short for Richard. I still don't know why Dick is short for Richard, but it is. So, if you do not know what kind of danger you're walking into, arriving an announcement may just put you and your friend's Glow and CLC in a compromising position. You should examine the camera feeds to see if you can figure out what Oldbag is up to. Anxiety creeps through your veins like a snake. Yeah, that is weird, because we have Zach and the clcman, and he's in here. Yeah, everything's weird. You try to scream, but your voice continues to give out on you. You can't bring yourself to say a word. This is bad. This is very bad. It makes no sense so far. June 37th, AO District Court, courtroom number 1. Maybe that's the cardboard stand again. Kel, it's not funny the second time around. Can you take that dumb cloak off already and get started? Very well, as you wish. Better now? Yeah, I can see you a lot better now. Wait, you're not Kel. Who are you and where is he? Oh, don't worry about him. I'm just filling in while he looks for that Pride Award. Richard Wellington! Charmed! Wait, you're the guy from the stupid banana case? I'm even more disappointed. Can you go back to pretending to be Cal? How rude! I skipped my generative AI fashion design class for this? To come down here and regale you with my presents! Girl, if someone gave you to me as a gift, I'd ask them to return you. Damn. I'm just gonna delete some save files that I probably don't need. Don't call me girl! Never call me girl! What's wrong with a girl? You, that's what! You and that stupid Sonny, constantly mocking me when you play my wonderful case, coming up with such a stupid headcanons about me. Don't answer the phone, Phoenix. His boyfriend must be calling. Hang on, I need to take this. It's my boyfriend calling. Wait, did I say boyfriend? I meant... Well, just because I look and dress beautifully doesn't make me gay. I hate you! Are you done yet? Just about, yes. Okay, cool. The song you're playing right now is called Queen, you stupid... Shut up! I'm not listening to this! I've done what I came here to do in any case. I made my entrance and stole for time. Stole for time? Does that mean Kel's back and you can leave? No, that's not what I meant. Huh. CLC, you got any idea what he's talking about? CLC, you okay, man? Oh, it's the cardboard cutout, isn't it? Wait a second, something's not right here. I can smell it. Oh yeah, what do you do to Cal, dude? Oh me, nothing. I just knocked him unconscious with a fire extinguisher and locked him in the closet. That's all. You did what? Move one muscle and you'll never see the light again. Figures of the villain of Show Don't Tell would be the two loudest tellers. She's taken Glow hostage. And in the defendant lobby, that looks like... Don't try it! You do not want me to pull the trigger, clcman. Damn it. I knew I should have kept a better eye on you. Well, it's too late now, isn't it? All that's left is for you to sit here and be my captive audience. Zack, that pun is so bad. You should be arrested for it. Exactly! Olbak has Glow, Zack has clcman, and there in the closet is... Ugh. What happened to me? I found the backup Pride Power Award I was looking for and... Shoot! Someone clocked me. I need to get out of here. Oh. Oh no. Fantastic work, Wendy. Oh, it was nothing. We all did a great job. You all? There's more of you? Oh yes, there certainly is. Lizzie Valentine? I told you, Dickie. You didn't suspect a thing. All thanks to your help. And mine, I got you the golden cactus just like you asked. And it wasn't easy. I had to sneak it out of the pile of awards while Wendy was setting up the solver. That you did. Well done, Lizzie. Finally, some praise. Thank goodness you've come to your senses. Shall we get on with it then? You need to leave immediately. 3603. Shit is getting real. The Gatewater Hotel. Secret ladder leads you down from the truck door into a familiar hallway. This hallway is for all of the entry representatives' dressing rooms. And if this is the dressing room hallway, then down the hall is the way to the defendant's lobby. And the closet is next to the defendant's lobby. You need to hurry and find Kel. Wait, you can't go to the defendant's lobby. Zack is holding someone hostage there. If only there was another way. Okay, Kel, think! What can you use to get out of this place? Is there anything useful in here? There's nothing here. I need to look somewhere else. Is there anything useful in here? So we have this. We have this shelf. I don't think anything else necessarily. Oh, we have that. Let's examine that. That's just a broom. That's not going to help me. Is there anything useful in here? Maybe there's something on the shelves? Damn it. Seriously? I gotta look somewhere else. Is there anything useful in here? Maybe there's something in the bucket I can use? Ugh. Nothing but cleaning supplies. Is that it? Am I just stuck here forever? Wait, I got it! Alright, Kelsey. This is what all your training was for. 1, 2, 3... Charge! Think, Evil Zach's entire shtick is it. He loves doing crime for crime's sake. So he used to think of a better crime for him to commit. A crime he can commit right now is more evil than this. More evil than taking someone hostage to help a bunch of crazy people hijack a ceremony. Can I even think of anything like that? I've got an idea, Zach. If you really want this ceremony to go kaput, then you should just hack AAO. Then I'll do it for sure. And why should I do that? I don't want to take the site down. Au contraire. AAO was the vessel that allowed me to be reincarnated as the funniest villain of all time. If I help those idiots take over the site, I'll be able to continue existing for all time. Damn it. It was worth a try. Some of the crime. What am I thinking? If he burns this place to the ground, I'll just get all of us killed. Well, that would mean I'd never have to deal with Old Bag or Lizzie again. Stop that. That's no reason to sacrifice this dumb teenager and the amnesiac mushroom. Is there some other crime I can convince him to commit? Has the scope for saying the same one twice? Zach, I have a proposal for you. What makes you think I would listen to you? Just hear me out. You should go kill Lizzie Valentine. It will be a way more productive use of your time. And it would help finally end the torture she's put me through. You think you're the one to lecture me on productivity? I commit 15 crimes per hour. Damn it. I should have known that wouldn't work. Grand larceny it is. Is there anything on the ceremony budget sheet I can convince him to steal? STT ceremony budget sheet. Old Bag labor hours times 6, $4.50. Elder Explosive Weaver, 50 cents. Peanut butter M&M's times 10, $45. Damn you, glo-shroom. Damn it. This isn't working. Okay, if thinking like clcman has worked, maybe I should think like someone else. What would Cal say? Your mom? What do you do someone's mom? This might be... I might have predicted that actually. If it is that, then... What is it this time, Sizzleman? You should betray all back. And for whatever reason would I do that, Sizzleman? Because it would be very funny. You may be onto something. No better way to steal the spotlight, right, Zach? You blasted genius! I have occasionally called that, yes. Now, how could I pull off such a feat? Well, I did already replace the courtroom's fire extinguisher with a bomb just because I felt like it. You did what? Charge! Oh, hey Zach, what are you up to? That's a good. Great. Do not worry, child. Your friend here has convinced me to change my ways. Wow, really? You got Zach to stop being evil, Soulsman? No, he made me worse. Huh. Awesome! You see someone running in your direction from Defendant Lovin? Sonny? Is that really you? Cal? Your voice returns to you as if it was never gone to begin with. Sonny, you're okay. Hug. You're okay. I was looking for you for like half an hour. I thought you'd all forgotten about me. Oh, of course not. I was worried the whole time. Glow and CLC didn't forget either. That's good. What even happened to you anyway? Oh, nothing. I was just kidnapped by Wendy freaking Oldbag. Seriously? She's smart enough to do that? I guess so. I'm so glad you're okay, sis. Me too, Kelsey. Me too. Come on, we've got ass to kick. I'll update you on the way. Yeah! Let's go slay him, son. We need to grab CLC and get back to that courtroom. Well, my dears, it's time. It's time to make ourselves heard, not just seen. Here, here. Here, here. Here, here. You guys are so lame. Say that again, I dare you. Okay then. You guys are lame as hell. Can I kill him, Dickie? Save it, Wendy. I wanted to see our victory. You're very irritating sometimes. Thanks, Dickie. I owe you one. Let's just get this over with. Lizzie, did you add every turnabout talks too much to the list of entries? Yep. Entry number 8 by Lizzie V. Of course, I switched it out while Zach made his fire extinguisher escape earlier. Saltzman did almost catch that when he checked the list during Wendy's fake-out appearance. But thankfully, I think he was too distracted by her pinkalicious beauty to notice. Lizzie, if you say pinkalicious one more time, you won't have to worry about killing me. Don't try it, I'll kill you quicker than you can. Oh. Oh no, whatever will we do without the glowing mushroom? So that must have been changed out earlier. I haven't, because I wasn't checking the list of entries, didn't want to waste time. Hey, diss the glowing mushrooms again, and now. What? You'll what? Glo-shroom? Whatever, just get it over with. I'll just close my eyes so I don't have to watch this crap go down. Go on ahead, guys, it's your show. What? No, you open your eyes this instant. Wendy, make him open his eyes. I can't just do that, you whippersnapper. I'm not that strong. You have a sword. Shut up. He doesn't actually have to see us with his eyes. You do realise that? No, not really. It's heard and not seen after all. Yes, he does. I need an active audience. I cannot do this if everyone's eyes aren't on me. Sheesh, this guy is yours, mastermind? It's almost embarrassing to be kidnapped by you. Aha! His eyes are open. Quickly, let's begin. Nope, not happening. Nice try, though. Just get started already, you fool. Even the cardboard cutout is getting bored. Oh, you lot can be so stale. Well, I guess that's only natural for one of you. Fine. Have it your way, you fungal fool. Viewers of AAO, prepare for trouble. And make it double, 1 plus double. To make our voices heard once more. To bring to life a true amour. To tell the world our tales galore. Richard, Lizzie, Wendy. Together we are the Crickets. Your supervillain team name is the Crickets? Are you kidding me? Hey, I came up with that one. It's because you can always hear crickets, but you can never see them. I get the joke, it's just bad. Can I kill him now? No, he needs to witness this. Richard, you need to do the thing in order for him to witness it. Yes, I suppose you're right. Well, we have passed the 3-hour mark about 10 minutes ago now. But hey, what else can you expect from one of Rise from the Ashes' amazing ceremonies? The time has come for AAO to hear the cricket sing. I'm trying to figure out what to do for this Warrington voice. I want to make him sound very obnoxious. By the power vested in me as Cal's replacement comp judge and the owner of the Golden Cactus, I hereby declare the winner of the show Don't Tell competition to be Every Turnabout Talk Sandwich by Lizzie V. Damn, really. My sincerest and warmest congratulations to Lizzie V. Well, thank you, Richard. I'll be sure to come up with a great theme for the next competition. You'll make sure to enter it, right, Richard? Naturally. And when I win, you'll enter the one I host next, right, Wendy? Of course. And I'll make sure you win that one too. You're hijacking all case comps, not just this one? Don't you think this is a little bit overboard? No? Is it really just me? Well, it's not like excess is in any of your dictionaries. Excess? I love living I love living in excess. Trust me, I can see that. Ignore him, Dickie. He doesn't have comp judge power anymore. Indeed, he doesn't. And now the crickets will never go unheard again. I'll be able to tell people as many of my random stories as I'd like. I'll finally be respected as a character instead of as flanderized as just a thirsty old woman. And I'll be given the respect I've always deserved as the best Ace Attorney culprit of all time. Oh, yeah, aren't you literally the only culprit to never be brought up after their initial appearance? Like, I'm pretty sure that's mentioned on the AA wiki. The only tutorial culprit, you dumb fungus! And don't mock me! I wasn't mocking you. Yet. Crap, they've already announced Lizzie as the winner of this comp. It's too late to prevent any of this from happening. When I could nullify the results somehow. Hold on a minute, you can't just do this. What do you mean? We just did. You're not getting away with it. I summon the AO moderator. Entropy, help me out here. Wrong, that's not his name. Energy? Nope. Entrance? Really no, this is getting quite sad. To think the amnesia could remember the one person who could possibly save them. Only to be too incompetent to remember Enthalpy's name. Shit. Help me, Enthalpy! Did someone summon me? Oh, hello again, glo-shroom. What can I help you with? Enthalpy helped these crazy people decide to take over the ceremony. We should actually take a look at the profiles. Yeah, here we go. Richard Wellington, age 22, pronouns. I won't put those in my fucking bio. Fucking pronouns. A self-proclaimed fashion student, generative AI enthusiast, and leader of the Crickets, an AAO terrorist group. The other AAO terrorist group, no affiliation with Metis Inc. or the SSALG group. These threats tend not to be taken seriously with the logic that he's all talk, specifically and vehemently heterosexual. Ugh. Oh, that's pretty par for the course at this point, to be honest. And the site. Not the site. Also, wait, did you teleport here? And while I'm at it, where'd the cardboard cutout go? Remember, Glow, I have admin powers. Oh. Can you just use it to get rid of these idiots then, and save all the AO from imminent disaster? No, sorry. I'm ethically bound to only make changes to other users' trials when absolutely necessary. What? This doesn't count as necessary? Hello? Don't worry about it, Glow. I'm confident you can find a way out of this mess. I did that already! These people usurped Cal and CLC's judge power and are trying to illegitimately win the comp. Stop them! Oh. Oh, you should have said that from the start. I don't have a lot of time on my hands, you know. Help me, help! Okay, okay, I'm on it. Let me just check my moderation logs. Got it. Lizzie V. Yes, hello. I'm a perfectly normal user of this website and my win just now was legitimate. Tell it to the moderation announcements thread. I hereby declare your win invalid. As for your punishment. 7-day ban. 7-day ban? She tried to usurp control of the entirety of case comms forever. She did, but it was her first offense. The next one's 30 days. Where am I? Where am I? Can anyone hear me? You're on Ace Attorney Online, and yes, that was rhetorical. Anyway, should I return the cardboard cutout before I leave? Don't. Please don't. Well, in any case, back to death hell I go. I'll see you later. That wasn't good. I officially hate that man. You hate everyone. Did we make it in time? Oh, hey CLC. Enthalpy just came in and stopped these losers in their tracks. Huge out. Oh, how'd you get into hell? I remembered his name. Impressive. I wouldn't have expected that from you. Hey, so, hi? Sonny? Sonny? Where were you? We had to do this whole ceremony without you. You whippersnapper! You were supposed to be stuck in the jury room. You were supposed to keep her there. How could you screw that up? You're not making this my fault, Dickie. I did exactly what you asked. I did what you asked, exactly as you asked. I didn't open that damn jury room door once. If she got out, then you left the code somewhere in there. What are you talking about, Wendy? I didn't. Oh, that blasted guest account. Yep, that blasted guest account. Boy, does Phoenix have a dog shit memory. Wait, Wright was involved this time? No freaking way. No, not that Wright. I found some of Canon Phoenix's secret files in the jury room. They, what should I call them? I'm not saying all three of their names every time. They even call themselves the Crickets. Wow, that's... that is an insanely ass name. That's what I'm saying. Don't you dare demean my awesome naming skills. The Crickets is a great name. No, it is pretty terrible. I just didn't say it because you'd have acted like a wuss about it. What on earth is even happening here? Are you all okay? Yes? Never! Vaguely. I'm about to have a coronary! Okay. I think a lot of people watching are confused. Can we all just calm down and explain what's going on? No! Well, sorry, audience. What do we do now, Dickie? We're outnumbered 4-3. We need your wisdom right now, Dickie. What are we gonna do, guys? I don't think we're making out of this. Oh yes, we are. It's time for Plan B. Plan B? Oh, come on. There's nothing you could possibly do to me. I have a gun. Move and I shoot. Oh boy. Lizzie? Cal? I don't care how much you've given up, Richard. We can still take this back under our control. We're all going to die. We're all going to die. We're all going to... Oh. Oh. You mastermind, Lizzie. I didn't expect this from you. Will the entry list have gone back to normal now? No, still. How did you not? She's canonically a gun nut. And more importantly, what are you thinking, Lizzie? This isn't going to get you what you want. Oh, yes it is. You see, I may be banned from the AO forums for 7 days, but I'm not without recourse here. Sonny is still the leading host of Show Don't Tell Case Comp. And with her little brother under my little wing, she'll do anything to keep him safe. Isn't that right? Even announced me to be the winner of the competition despite Enthalpy's little announcement. Your voice gives out on you completely. So she is from Case, but I haven't played it. So let's see her in the future. And she apparently likes guns. If that was mentioned before, you know, it was probably about over 3 hours ago now. We're at 3 hours and 20 minutes. Even if you had the mental fortitude to speak, your body would not allow you to. Sonny, don't let her do this. We can just call Enthalpy back here and have him get rid of her. How good would that do? Enthalpy doesn't have a gun. Yeah. See, it's in your best interest to listen to me, Sonny. Otherwise, well, you get the idea. So I want you to listen to me very carefully. I will be heard, friend. I have this extra walkie-talkie. You are going to take it, return to the joy room, and open a computer. I will tell you how to get into the room on the way. Do you understand me? You nod yes or nod yes? And both lead to the same outcome. Just checking. Very good. Now go. It's not good to make assumptions, you say. Before you leave for the joy room, you hesitate. Maybe if you can sneak in a few moments to look at the camera feeds, you can make sure your friends run home before Lizzie forces you to hand down a verdict. You dismiss my contributions to science, to society, because what? Because I tell stories? We are literally a community of storytellers, you buffoon. You're just annoying about it. Contributions to science? Aren't you just your company's PR guy? I've had enough of you. Stop talking if you value your friend's life. Sure, he doesn't really care about Cal or Sonny for that matter. He didn't even notice Sonny was gone. He did notice. He just didn't think you had kidnapped her. And what? He didn't even check in on her? And now did you, clcman? What kind of friends are you two? 1, 2, don't pressure people to socialise when they're not up to it. What kind of question is that? Well, are you there yet? Your eyes were so affixed to the screen you didn't notice the time go by. You also didn't pay attention to anything else in the room. If there's anything for you to use in here, you'll never know now. The computer you used earlier is still powered on. You sit down at it. Now, listen carefully. In a few moments the verdict screen is going to pop up. You will have 2 options, a seen and not heard, and a heard and not seen. If you pick seen and not heard, my entry will be disqualified from the competition. However, your account will be deleted immediately, and this case comp will end without a winner. You and Cal will vanish from here, unharmed, but the ceremony will never see the light of day. If you pick heard and not seen, my entry will be granted first place in this competition. I will go on to host the next competition, and while I may have no plans to let you win, you will still have a venue for your stories to be told. Only if you pick neither do I fire the gun. Understood? It's not a very tough choice, Sonny. You're used to being seen but not heard, aren't you? You do know what that's like. To be seen face value, not for your character, for your presence to be acknowledged, but for your heart to be misunderstood, for your stories to not reach the ears you wanted them to. people to misunderstand the intentions behind your works, or to just not see them at all. You only recently started believing in yourself as a creative. Well, I'm sorry I haven't played any Mindcastle cases yet, but there might be one on the list of ones that I have that I'm going to play coming up soon. There might be. I'm just throwing a little hint in there. In the near future. After 6 years writing stories on this website, you achieved an unambiguous success. A success that made you feel truly proud of yourself. Achieved through a story that was finally received in the way that you had hoped it would be. Being seen was always nice, but it wasn't what you sought. You always sought connection, understanding. You've always wanted your stories to make people feel something. You've wanted people to hear the messages in your words, the care in your voice. You've wanted to leave an impact on people and know it. You've wanted to mean something to your friends. You've wanted to be remembered. You know what it's like to be heard, Sonny? I know what it's like too. Don't you want everyone to hear the voice of your heart? Can't save. Can't save here. But there's a timer. I'm gonna see what happens when the timer goes out. I'm not playing your game, Valentine. Error, internal logic failure, shutting down systems. In the end, you cannot force people to listen to you. So was that like not a choice? I want to see what happens if you interact with that. I'm gonna skip through this real quick. So I can make a save before it starts. But that is a cool, neat little timer there. Do 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 do. Does pressing any of them not do anything? Thought so. The illusion of choice. Shutting down systems. But in the end, you cannot force people to listen to you. Because they are human too. Sometimes things just don't work out. Sometimes you will face hardship after hardship. Sometimes you will feel as if nobody understands you. Be that the case or not, unfair as it may be to you, it is even more unfair to tie people down just to comfort yourself. Hello? What did you do in there? Speak up. Answer me. Oh, nothing. I just caused the entire Mason system to shut down. What are you talking about? How would you even do that? Logical paradox, baby. Wow. You should have the Mason system, Sonny. That's ironic. There's going to be one M system in the courtroom. And let me tell you, it's definitely not Mason. Oh. Haha, you tell him, girl. You mean show him, right? Take that, Cal. You're so cringe. Hey, why do you all hate me so much? Shut up, you basketball head. Richard, what do we do now? Oh god, this is happening. It's all over. Everything is falling apart. We're doomed. Oh, I forgot about the contingency plan. We prepared for exactly this situation. Oops. Lizzie, it's time for the cactus. Right, the golden cactus. The subject of the Quintar Corporation's latest secret research project. The award set to organize case competitions to control reality. With it, we can force all of AO's users to listen to our every whim. It's literally just a cactus. What are you talking about? You said earlier that Quintar had failed to discover its secrets. That was before I actually presented the award. I simply said that Quintar had failed to learn about the golden cactus's secrets. Then I presented the actual award to Skya. That's complete rubbish. You said, and I quote, "It's time for the golden cactus." Then you presented the golden cactus. Yep. And what, the golden cactus's unspoken criteria weren't these secrets you were referring to? You're exactly right. Hey, speaking of things that poke holes in people, what kind of gun are you carrying? Honestly though, I would do anything for a golden cactus. And I'm sure plenty of other people would too. And where is that golden cactus? Yeah, it's not here right now, so they did take it from the court record. This one is a Colt 357 with a revolving chamber. That's actually only my 6th favourite gun. My 5th favourite is... Kel, run for it. Excuse me, I was just about to tell you about the Beretta model. Oh. I was planning to use that on you before. Presented the actual golden cactus, but then you left. What did she ever do to deserve that? Besides the whole terrorism thing, she's extremely annoying. She's also creeped up behind Glow in a way that I think literally everyone found uncomfortable. Yeah, true. That was creepy. Drat, we're completely screwed now. Old bag? Wow, you haven't said anything in a while. What came over you? She was busy having a coronary. Huh. I thought she was exaggerating. Shut up, you stupid child. Just because I'm old enough to be your grandmother does not mean you can disrespect me. Grandmother, huh? Cal, just because you got held at gunpoint doesn't mean you can keep making awful jokes. Oh man, it was worth a shot. My sincerest apologies. I have to take this call. He's my boyfriend. Did I say boyfriend? I meant, that is... Fire alert! Fire alert! Dickie, your bench is catching on fire! Huh? How did that happen? Having Slack threw that stupid Queen award through the door. Just put it out already. Alright, I just activate it like this. And then I fire it. Nice. Twig obliterated. Sometime later, AO District Court. Courtroom number 1. Court is back in session for the Show Don't Tell award ceremony. I'm Sunny, one of your hosts. So yeah, that was something. We do have the actual golden cactus back. And everyone's profiles are the same. And I'm Cal. Together, the two of us represent Rise from the Ashes. I'm clcman, one of Sunny and Cal's co-hosts. Not the brain buddy kind. Specifically not the brain buddy kind. And I'm his fellow co-host, glo-shroom. We apologise for the insanely long break since the last awards, but a good plot waits for no one. Which is exactly why it took me a week longer than expected to finish writing this stupid thing. But despite all the delays we've had, we've made it to the end. And that means that it's time for us to present the final awards of the night. The Placement Awards. It's gone on a little bit long, so for people in this British time zone and any time zones further east of that, this probably won't be uploaded before the end of June 37th, but I might be able to squeeze this out. I might be able to squeeze this out for some people in more western time zones. We haven't been able to replace the gallery's heads yet, sorry. But I definitely recorded it all on June the 37th, so there's that. Anyway, could you start off with third place, Glow? Sure. Our pick for third place would have been very surprising to some people, but we all agreed to deserve no worse. I'm proud to present the Bronze Rag Award for third place to Tell Don't Show by Guardian Dreamer. Took our breath away from her there. So that's interesting because it was the one that clcman didn't really take to, but I still managed to get third place, which is pretty impressive. Tell Don't Show's theme relevance carried a long way for me. I loved everything about Hina Holmes and her dynamic with her partner. Oh, I personally didn't enjoy the case, even I had to recognise its objective quality. Its presentation was solid, its mystery worked, and it was well crafted on a fundamental level. I'm very confident that many people, especially existing GD fans, will enjoy this case. Well, we'll get around to it at some point, won't we? Can't I just up the case in general? We actually had it as tied for first in our ranking. Please join me in standing Hina, Win, Katla, Sujin. Son, I think they get the point. All of the returning characters from GD's other works. I'll announce second place. The entry we decided to give second place was my personal favourite of the bunch. Especially for being by a relatively new author to the AAO forums, its overall quality surprised me. For second place, I present the silver bottle of chloroform 2. Hold on a moment, has this been opened? Oh, that must be what Oldbag used to knock me unconscious. That and the bronze rag. Kel, something tells me this might not have been one of your better award ideas. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Moving right past that, I present the silver bottle of chloroform 2. Turnabout Speak Louder Than Words by Sprout Trout. Turnabout Speak Louder Than Words was a highly impressive first entry for its author. Its mystery was constructed exceedingly well, and it made for a great experience. I was going to give a shout out to his characters. They were funny as hell and it made the case a blast. Especially Rick Crow. I'm very normal about Rick Crow. The only thing that helped this case back from first place for me was that its mystery was too central. I personally really wanted to see a bit more development of the larger story behind the mystery. I was keeping an eye out for Rick Crow from that one. So who's a representative from that one? We read his, didn't we? Turnabout Speak Louder Than Words. So Oberon Hurst. I personally wanted to see a bit more development of the larger story behind the mystery. But I still had a great time playing this case, and it deserves its placement without a doubt. Oh yeah, I still owe Sprout Trout a Pride Power Award. This one's a little different from the Pride Power Award we gave out earlier, but it's got the spirit. For the gay-ass relationship between a detective and prosecutor, I bestowed the Pride Power Beta Award to Sprout Trout. So where is that going? It's been added yet. Is that seriously the backup Pride Power Award? We're looking for it. Yes, this is the original. Yeah, it reminds me of Last Chance for Turnabout a little bit, actually. Last Chance for Turnabout. Didn't Guardian Dreamer make that one too? What? No, it was Ikazonos. You knew who Ikazonos was before you joined the forums. You mean they weren't one of Evil Thena's sock puppets? I could have had a normal intern this whole darn time? If only I'd realised sooner. I still don't remember that case, sorry. You've playtested it twice. Really? I'm going to announce the winner now. Has it been added yet? Or am I just completely passing it by? Maybe it's just like a joke award, not a real one. The winner of the Show Don't Tell case comp is the other case I had tied for first on my ranking. Glo agreed with me and Cal that this case absolutely deserved first place, having equally fantastic plot, presentation, and theme elements. I am very proud to present the Golden Murder Weapon for first place too. Attorneys, a puzzle game by Omroom. Oh, that's interesting. That's the one where it had Right and Apollo's the boss, right? So we'll check that. Yeah. And we had the task completed things from that one. We don't have any confetti to offer you, Omroom. Take it up with Lizzie Valentine. Attorney is a puzzle game was a fantastic demo with many fresh elements to it. While it wasn't complete like our second and third place entries, it made up for that in sheer quality. One particular moment in the story made me and Kel cry very hard. We would have given it a bingo square just for that if we could have. Attorney is a puzzle game was awesome, man. It didn't just follow the theme of this comp, it made the theme follow it. So it's an incomplete, but it made the Mindcastle cry. It's like I was being carried away into its protagonist's silent journey. Attorney is a puzzle game. Also had very solid presentation and programming backing it up. Its custom UI was very good, and the sheer amount of work that went into the case showed. My only real objection was its length and state of completion, but even so, it still deserves the win. We're actually an incomplete case, get it? But let's go. Congrats to Omru on being our winner. I don't have anything to add. Tastes good. Me like it. Congrats, attorneys. Thank you to everyone for joining us for this behemoth of a ceremony. You got that right. You lapped Year of Luigi by 45 minutes and counting. For all the hiccups and trouble we faced recently, this comp was a fun time to host. I can only hope you enjoyed the results as much as we did. And with that, I bid you adieu. Credits have been added to the court record. We have, yep, and yep. For anyone who wants to read them, you can pause it. But anyway, make a save state in there. Thank you for playing. Well, you're welcome. We've 3 hours 45 minutes or thereabouts. We'll see when I've uploaded this thing. I'll see if I can, because it's just turned 11 p.m. for me now, so I'll have to try and get this rendered. Let's not have the recording go on much longer. Thank you very much to the Mindcastle, to clcman, and to glo-shroom for making this. And Omru, can't wait to see what ceremony you cook up after the next case competition, if you do indeed choose to host it. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video that you decide to watch. Bye bye.